Hey y'all, happy Monday. Hey Stephanie. Hey Natural Woman. Yes, we have a lot of snow. I am snowed in, honey. That is why I'm up so early this morning. I'm always up early. I'm snowed in and I can't I told you guys the other day I don't drive in the snow. So yeah, I'm here. Okay. Cause me and snow driving, yeah, that don't work for me. But anyway, happy morning. Hey Natasha Holiday. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy MLK Day to you too, Stephanie. Y'all, what was really going on this weekend? I have to give my commentary on a couple of things that I saw. Maybe y'all can help me fill in the blanks because like I was looking in and out. It's not that bad here. Well, it's not that bad right now, but in the morning there's going to be black ice. But as far as me, yeah, I'm in the yeah, yeah, I'm actually down in the valley, Stephanie. And so where I live, I mean, here's the thing. The area that I live in, if you can make it to a main road or a main, thoroughfare, you'll be all right because the salt trucks have hit it. But uh, where I live, the salt trucks very rarely come down. I live in a kind of rural area, and so it's hard to get like onto a main thoroughfare. You know what I mean? And so yeah. But anyway, like I told y'all last time, I had a wreck in the snow when I was young, and so I got a thing about it. Snow on the ground, I'm not driving. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just me. So yeah, 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 yeah. But everybody else is driving. My husband's still going to work and all this and all that. But child, I'm in the house. It'll be all right. But anyway, we didn't want to talk about the snow. But okay, so I wanted to talk about what happened this weekend because I saw a couple of interesting lives. Now, y'all know, y'all may have to help me fill in the blanks. Where is my thing at? Oh, here you go. Y'all might have to help me fill in the blanks because I tried to. Hey, Black Beauty, I tried to, red ball through a couple of chats and whatnot and all this and all that, child. But what I found very interesting was James live, James Caldwell. He did a couple of very interesting lives. Now, the first night he did the live talking about the spaceship, and he was being kind of passive aggressive to me because he tried to make it seem like he was talking about the intels, but to me he was talking about Pizarro, Nika, and Blurb. You know what I mean? That's who he was talking about to me. But he tried to blame it on the subscribers. But James been around long enough to know why he's been a content creator probably longer than anybody in the beef sector, besides, him, Nika, and Sean, right? So hey Miss Me, hey Miss 313. Y'all please hit the like button if you don't mind. So I don't understand why he was saying what he was saying towards the intels. Now I know he said when he dropped down in the chat over there, he get heat when he dropped down in the chat and they don't like him over there and all of this and all that. But my thing is that you should be talking to the content creator, not the subscribers. So since he's been a content creator for as long as he has, in my opinion, that was passive aggressive. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you wanted to come at Pizarro. And then he said something about they didn't like the fact that when he comes in the chat, they don't give Nika protection, or they didn't, or girl, I was confused about that part about the him and Nika and no protection and all this. I don't even understand this thing about protection. If you're in the beef sector and especially if you're a content creator in the beef sector, what do you need a protection from? Like, I'm confused. You know, if you're in the beef sector, you ought to know how to roast, gag, and drag. Why are you number one being passive aggressive if you see somebody like James Caldwell? And number two, but I guess he did that because he was trying to take the temperature, and he really wants to come at Pizarro directly, in my opinion. But then I heard him saying something about Sean Bradley was the puppet master and all of this and all that. So what my question is, what y'all know I always got questions. Was he trying to imply that Sean Bradley was the reason why the Intels don't like him? Like I was confused about that because I'm like, okay, now we know Sean Bradley is Sean Bradley, right? And he always sparking up the flames, and he always, I can see why he said the puppet master. You know what I mean? And then he always talking about a queen stands alone, but you got Club Chat and the side eyes over there behind you, but you standing alone. But okay, anyway, I'm the queen that stands alone. Okay, just let me put it that way. So moving right along. But I was confused about why he was so passive aggressive. Oh, and then I didn't even realize this, y'all. Can somebody tell me why? What is going on about the dance challenge that he didn't show up? And because I haven't been over on that spaceship in a while, and so I realized I'm missing facts. Thank you, Black Beauty. But what was the big deal about him not showing up to the challenge? Because I heard that he was going to be in the Dex challenge, and I heard him saying it was really between him and King Roman. And so, was he trolling King Roman when he said that he was going to appear on the Dance challenge? Was he trolling Pizarro when he said that he was going to be in the Dance challenge? Should he have known? Should Pizarro have known that he wasn't going to really show up anyway? Because I did. Biggie Face said, "Hey, Biggie Face says, hey, Miss O, James really wants to drag us. I know wants to drag Pizarro, but they already call him a bully. SB was instigating a beef between Mother and Pizarro and Phil. Oh, and so that's why he said that Sean Bradley was the puppet master. Gotcha. Happy MLK Day, Almighty Isis. That was his question. Why was it? Yeah, why was it a big deal? Like, I'm confused. Like, so Child, he was saying that Sean Bradley is putting a battery in Pizza back by mentioning that competition. So is Sean Bradley the one that keeps mentioning the competition? James also said that if he come for pizza, he would be called a bully. If I disagree. I disagree. Now, what's the difference between him coming for pizza and coming for Nico or coming for me? I mean, like, I'm confused. Like, what he mean if he come for pizza, he gonna be called a bully? All that hollering and screaming she be doing over there? What do you mean by that? Can somebody answer me, riddle me this? What does he mean by that? The thanks for telling me that. I had no idea he said that. I told you I'll be red balling. They be talking slow and low and wrong and child. I ain't got time. But I be trying to red ball. I tried to red ball a couple of them. You know what I mean? But I found it very interesting. I felt like he was being passive aggressive, and I don't understand why he won't come at her directly when he know. Yeah, and then you talking about the intels when you know you really is talking to Pizza. And then what? And then what did he mean by calling? He said he wasn't talking about our women, but then when he was saying something about women's blood or something like it. Yeah, he done been at her too, right? So what's the difference? Like I'm confused. Like why would he be called a bully? He don't win at us before. He don't win it been back and forth with several women. He dragged Nika for years. You know. I mean, some people do call him a bully, but so it ain't never stopped him before. So is that why he did that second live? He was now when he did the second live after he said all that stuff. Now I understand that some women were offended by him, making that bloody comment or whatever. And what did he mean by that? Like, what you mean? Like, you mad cause women have periods? Like, I'm confused. That's a part of human nature. That's how a woman's, you clean out your eggs, your eggs that wasn't fertilized for the month. That's where the period blood come from. Didn't he know that? We don't have no control over that. Maybe he don't understand that because he'll never produce an egg. I'm confused. But anyway, child, move right along. I don't understand if you have, and we know that there are more women in the sector than anything else. Why would you make a statement like that and then you say you just directing it? They just comes on to some of the intels, but you really talking about, women everywhere. Like I'm confused. But anyway, it's that's neither here nor there. Child. The second live was about reading and quantity, so they can get the conversation about the sector started. Now, here's the thing about that, Stephanie. I'm glad you brought it up. Right, he wouldn't be here without that period blood. Okay, no, that's right. He should have just came out swinging at Pizarro. Thank you, because that's what he wanted to do. That's why I said it was passive aggressive. It was passive aggressive. And then why would you even be talking to subscribers anyway in the first place? Because subscribers gonna be subscribers. Even trolls and subscribers. You need to be directing your your disgruntledness with the content creator, not the subscribers. Like, why would you do that? I'm confused. Child. Well, he thinks he's a woman anyway, putting side by side. Well, now I was confused about that J4 too, because never will he ever be a woman. I don't care how much makeup he apply, how many wigs he put on, how many side by sides he do, how much he want to think in his mind that he look better than a woman because he done did me like that too. But you can't never be a woman. Point in case the mention of the blood. Okay, so and we know that some gay men, I'm not gonna say all, some gay men feel like they're in competition with women. I don't know why, but they do. That's why some gay men prefer to be with hetero. They like to chase hetero men instead of other gay men. Because men in general, gay or straight, like to chase, and so they would rather chase hetero men. I've noticed that too. The side by side kills me. And go, hey, Shell, kill me too, Shell, because I'll be like, child, 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 child. But child, you know how they go, right? And so, I felt like it was passive aggressive. And when it came to that second live that he did, uh, when he had what was the title of that second live, Queens Talking, or Beef Sector Queens or something like that. I felt like he did that live to check the temperature of the room. Now, I guess I missed that part about yeah, he mentioned that. I heard it over there. As I was scrolling through, I was like, wait, what? Anyway, moved it right along. But like I said, it's neither here nor there for me, because I would never be offended by somebody talking about a period. Because hello, child. Thank you, 313. And so anyway, uh, so like I felt like he was checking the temperature when he did that second live with Kwani and Rita, and then they were talking about a little bit about I guess the beef sector is like fading away, and what can how can you save the beef sector and all of this and all that. My I don't even think that took a panel, because everybody ought to know it's a whole bunch of weak people over here now. People get offended when you roast, gag, and drag, but that's what you're supposed to be doing over here. You got a lot of thin skinned people like him, that feel a way about a roast, a gag, or a drag. They want to start doxing. They actually want to take people to court, and set up people and stalk people and all kinds of words, and we are all adults. Hey, YC. Hey, everybody coming in the room. Please hit the like button if you don't mind. And then people saying they need protection, and people running narratives and scamming, and and then what did I heard some live, I don't know where it was, that they said that when it comes to Pizza and them, I guess Pizza, Brianna, Nika, they got a whole cabal over there, right? And so, and I really think they're trying to hold it together, keep a united front. But I got to thinking, when Nika called out Pizarro, was that just a fake narrative, or really did she mean it? Because from what I understand, Pizarro was still disrespecting her, and she called her out about respecting her. The lack of respect that Pizarro shows her, but she still shows her disrespect. So either it was just a fake storyline, or a money grab, or either Nika in a situation that she can't get out of. Cause see, I remember a long time ago, there are a lot of new people over here, and us old people remember when Nika ran to VS for protection against Sean Bradley, and as soon as VS got Sean Bradley off her back, she then turned around and turned on VS, because she said, Nika said her people thought it was a bad look for her to associate herself with VS, but that was only after VS got Sean Bradley off her back. You see what I'm saying? So maybe she in a situation where she can't get out of it this time. Maybe she don't want to get out of it this time. Maybe it was just a fake narrative anyway. You know, another problem with the B sector is all these fake narratives and these lies. You know what I mean? And all the scamming going on. You know, and so all the money grabs, whatever. And I just find it very interesting because that's why sometimes, you know, I hear something, I don't know if it's fake or real, so I won't comment on it at all. You know, now if you want to save the beef sector, stop doing all that. Number one, stop doxing people because of words. Stop taking people to court because of words. You know, develop a thicker skin. Learn, and then everybody can't roast, gag, or drag. And so they get in their feelings about words. You know, that's yeah. So, you know, you can start there. You know, it was real simple. I don't even see why you needed a panel for that, but hey, you want to get the conversation started, okay, it is what it is. And as far as him calling Sean Bradley a puppet master, well, now we know that Sean been a puppet master. It's just like that whole thing when Sean Bradley said him and Nika is in a good place right now. Now, why would you think that for real? Okay, because him and Nika, I know that's right, Black Beauty. Him and Nika, you know, they battled for years, right? And so we know that him and James Caldwell is into it for life. I guess it's to the dirt, right? But when it came to Nika, now here was the play. Now y'all remember it was the cruise, right? How he went on the cruise and you know, and Jay Wilson, what was it, Operation Petty? You know, and I felt like it was that sort of thing when he met with Nika. He said he had a layover or something, and him and Nika went and had dinners or drinks or something like that. I feel like he don't like Nika no more than he did when he was going at her throat. You know what I mean? But for him to, you know, maneuver himself around to that situation that she got going with Pizarro and Brianna, I felt like that's the reason why he did that. You know what I mean? And so, but Sean Bradley is really messy. Everybody know that. You know what I mean? But he you know, and he is hypocritical as well. Because he was taking people to court too. People was taking him to court. He was taking people to court, you know, because of words. So I'm confused. Okay, they're using each other to piss off. Absolutely, piss James off. And he's mad whether he meant it or not. Right? You know, I always felt like that whole situation when they had that what is that situation when he had the people coming and they were supposed to do a show? Oh, the show, right? I just felt like that was a Sean Bradley revenge tour, you know, and so that's how he is. So, you know, it's to the dirt, you know, for him and Nika as well as you know, as far as Nika, she'll never like them if we telling the truth. But she said that day when I questioned her about her and James Caldwell getting along, she said, you know, she said something about self preservation, right? So I feel like this is the same type of situation. Because if Sean Bradley was dogging you so bad to the point to where years ago you had to go VS for cover, you know, to get Sean Bradley off your back, and you telling me let me go and all this and all that, and now all of a sudden y'all good buddies, y'all good Judies, all of a sudden, just like you said you never liked James Caldwell, you'll never like Bradley either. But hey, like she said, self preservation. I don't know why they play games like that. I don't understand that mentality. You know what I mean? Y'all know it's a shame. My allergies is bothering me and snow on the ground. That don't make no sense. But yeah, I don't understand that mentality at all. Like I just found it a very interesting weekend. You know. Hey, Monroe. Y'all please hit the like button if you don't mind. Like they all is hypocritical. That's all I heard was hypocrisy and passive aggression. But James, my thing is, if you think so, you holding back on Pizarro because I don't think the bully issue. I don't think he holding back because he worried about somebody calling him a bully because I don't think he is. I think that he could be holding off on beefing with Pizarro because he thinks Sean Bradley is putting a battery in her back. That's what I think. Hey, Sassy, they are so two faces, unbelievable, and they sure are. That now that's why, or either he think that he gonna lose some kind of support or something. You know what I mean? because they really are all very misogynistic. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. So, will somebody type my title in the chat, please? Because I almost forgot about that. Thanks for mentioning that. Wow, see, I think that's the second part of my title. Yeah, I found it very hypocritical and very passive aggressive when it came to James, and I really would have, I really like I was taken aback by the level of passive aggression that was going on when it came to James wanting to cuss out Pizarro, wanting to clean up Pizarro, and then Pizarro, she was like, he wasn't talking about me, he talking about y'all, but if it's your channel, you know he talking about you. Are you okay? So I don't understand that whole dynamic that's going on. It's like, how you was kids and you was in elementary school and you was gonna fight somebody, right? I'm gonna read this in a minute, Monroe. And then they used to put the stick, well, for you older people, they put the stick on each other's on one another's shoulder, and whoever knocked the stick off the shoulder first, you know what I mean? That's how you throw your punch. The person that knocked the stick off your shoulder first. That's what I think is going on. I think they're posturing towards one another. Now I don't know why Pizarro get up there holler and scream at everybody else. Why she can't do that with James? And James get over there and clean up everybody else he want to. Why he can't do that with Pizarro? Like, I don't understand. But okay, you have to wait and see. Thank you, Monroe. Yeah, that's what I want to talk. I about forgot. So yeah, let me read this. Monroe said Nika did it for me when she checked pizza on a members only, but came out here with all that smoke for chat. Well, yeah, I can't respect that either because she didn't go at Pizarro, with the same gusto as she did chat rep. That was just weak. It was just weakness. Y'all know I ain't impressed by none of them. So yeah. That's why I just come out here and do my commentary, child. I just come out here and do my commentary. It is what it is, right? But anyway, that was just a very interesting dynamic this weekend, and that's why I wanted to come and get my 2 cents on it. But as far as saving the beef sector, child, the beef sector is what it is. It ain't going nowhere. You just got a whole bunch of weak people right now. But when I hear somebody hollering for protection, I get a good little kiki out of that. I don't understand it. And also, I saw Voodoo Badu. I guess he did his first live or whatever. And some people weren't good. I tried to, what do you call it? Red ball through his chat or whatever. To see what was going on because some women were disgruntled, with him, and I mean, he ain't. It seemed like he ain't gonna be doing nothing different. Hey, Regina Myers, when it comes to the women, you know what I mean. And thank you, Black Beauty. When it comes to he say he's staying with his gay men or whatever. I mean, he's supposed to. He's a gay man. You know what I mean? He's supposed to. But you know what? I don't understand. Why did he come at Kimmy and Pizarro like that? I didn't even know that they didn't. I didn't know that they weren't getting along. Can somebody tell me why he came at Kimmy and Pizarro the way that he? Now I thought him and Pizarro was cool. And I didn't. I don't even. I don't even think I ever heard Kimmy doing commentary about him, but I could be wrong. All I know is a lot of playing in each other's. I know that's right, Gio, right? But I was just wondering as I was scrolling to his thing why he was coming at Kimmy and Pizarro like that. And really and truly, like, I don't even understand. Like, now the men that we have over, Kimmy cussed him out. So is that right? Kimmy cussed him out. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't hear that. What she cut a couple of days ago? What was it about? What she cussed him out about? Because I didn't hear it. I was wondering though. So why did he come in? Okay, so y'all say Kimmy cussed him out. Um, I think I heard he's been talking behind people back. Kimmy was on the last. What did she go off on him about? You don't know what's up with peace. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Okay, so Kimmy cussed him out, but what was he angry with Pizarro for? And did he want to make his declaration about he support the gay men? Did he say he support the women that support him over here? You know, Voodoo was in the members only live talking about Kimmy, and so Kimmy cussed him out. Okay, as far as pizza, I don't know about that. Yeah, me either, child. Yeah, I was wondering why he cussed her out too. Do he still get along with Ness? Is that what it was about? Is he still cool with Ness? Because I know he used to be cool with Ness. Or maybe he don't like Pizarro because she had something to say about when he won that Halloween costume contest over there. I don't know. You mentioned two women. Oh, he mentioned you and Ronnie Q too, Sassy. What he mentioned y'all about? What was up with that? Mm-mm. He doesn't like the rest of y'all. Oh, he like you and Ronnie Q, but he don't like the rest. No, him and this. Oh, him and this fell out too. Oh wow. No, he made it clear that he's here for the gays. Well, that's what I meant. I'm glad you said that, Jill Comfort Zone, because if he's here for the gays, then why are the women supporting him? Now I don't care if he say he like a couple of women or not, but I mean he done told y'all what he here for, so let the gays go over there support him. Now we know that this sector is predominantly women, and no matter how misogynistic these guys are over here, or however they want to, whatever pronoun they choose to use, it's still misogyny, okay? But the women still support him. Like when James mentioned that thing about the blood, you know, you leaving the beef sector, Sassy? Or you leaving my chat? I'm sorry. He likes us. Who cares? Like you know, Voodoo was talking mess on TRX membership live. Child. Yeah, I was confused about that. Yeah. It's very interesting. It's very interesting dynamic over here, but we all know that. Happy MLK Day, Sophie. And so yeah, it's very interesting dynamic. But I was skipping through it. But like I said, I didn't know that Kimmy had cussed him out, and I don't know what he mad about Pizarro for, and I guess y'all don't know either. But who cares what he over here for? I see it, but everybody was I even heard a little bit of Duchess Kelly Love, and he thought his live was phenomenal. I'm like, but what did he do extra? I'm confused. Like, you know, exactly any black woman support him, but they do. You know what I mean? But I meant to say talking mess about Ness. Oh, he was talking mess about Ness on TRX membership live. Oh, is that right? Oh wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that they had fallen out. Mm-mm. Yeah, but like I said, it's a very interesting dynamic over here when it comes to all that. But anyway, moving right along, I just found it interesting. I checked out that a little bit. And then what else did I see? Uh, oh, the backstabbers. So I found this interesting as well. I can't believe it. Don't matter how much somebody tell a person something. Now we all adults, but warning comes before destruction. And loosely in the Bible it say, once you tell a person a thing, it's no longer on you, it's on them, right? Basically. So when it comes to Cooling and VS, they got into it, they fell out about the whole jail situation. One day VS is trying to get money for Cooling because she's locked up. The next day she ain't doing it no more. Fast forward to Cooling that now got out of jail. Congratulations. Uh, you know, and then now they going back and forth. But my thing is, didn't Cooling realize? Ain't Cooling? Why do people think VS gonna treat them any differently? And the lady, and she said her and Bridget ain't cool no more. So yeah, she should have known better. I'm thinking, huh? Didn't you know better? Like, I'm confused. Why even associate if you know how the outcome you think you're gonna be different? It's just like if a woman start going with a domestic violence abuser and she know for a fact that he used to beat on his ex-girlfriend and probably still stalking her somewhere, but you're gonna start fooling with him. Why do you think you're gonna get treated any differently? That's what I want to know. Hey, daughter here, how you doing? Why do you think you're gonna get treated any differently? Huh? I'm confused. So I'm thinking, didn't Cooling realize that she was gonna get treated the same? And then I still, and then did Cooling, I don't know why she went to jail, but I hope she didn't have to do time in jail because of that whole setup that VS instigated between her and who was it, that Meek person, the one that went and filed charges on or something like that. Is that why she went to jail? I hope not. Because VS just want to be able to say that somebody went to jail besides her. And so I'm thinking, well, okay, I hope this girl didn't go to jail because of this. And then how did they allow themselves to get in that situation anyway, fooling with VS? I'm like, what the hell? So anyway, VS goes live and start talking about Cooling. And I guess she felt like Cooling was unappreciative of her raising money. But VS don't do nothing for, I mean, everything she do is for a reason. Y'all don't know that either? VS ain't loyal to nobody. And she violated probation by fighting. What is that? Why she went to jail? Because violating probation, fighting Meek. Yeah. No, it was something that happened before that. Oh, is that right? Because I was hoping that was not the case. Okay, I'm not sure why she went to jail. I just knew she was there. Yeah, I knew she was there too. So, but I hope it wasn't about that Meek situation. You know what I mean? Because that was a whole setup. Exactly. VS got to get something out. Yeah, she don't do everything she do is for a reason. So my thing is, at the time, people should have known. Okay, the girl went to jail, right? When she was raising money for the girl, people should have known that. Oh, she could go in on Cooling. You know what I mean? She could turn on Cooling. Like I was confused, and then Cooling should have knew that she was gonna turn on her. So I'm like, huh? They still going for this line of jive, but okay. And then they said they had a question about the funds and all this and all that. Do I think she stole some of that money from that they were donating to Cooling? No, no, I do not. But she did that for a reason. She did that for the reason of what she was doing the other day, coming at the girl. You know. And so I heard Cooling dragged her on somebody panel, but then Cooling was saying, she ain't gonna bother with it and all this and all that, right? And I'm thinking, well, okay, but this was always gonna be the outcome. So it was so disingenuous. I don't even see why nobody even bothered donating just cause she said so. And the Bridget person, is that Bridget the Gap that she done fell out with, or is it another Bridget? Cause she was friends with Bridget the Gap forever. Hey, Journey. Yes, Miss O. That is what she said on her live earlier Sunday. She said it had to do with me. Okay, so VS signified that whole situation. She manipulated that whole situation because, like I said, she want to see somebody, anybody, everybody go to jail because she went to jail. Okay, so it was bridging the gap. Wow, what? She been friends with that bridging the gap forever. Wow, what? Hey, everybody, certified tech. Wow, that was crazy. Hey, Patricia Moore. I don't know who's going to listen to that voice all night. Me either. Wow, she really fell out with her after all this time? What did they fall out about? Wow, I didn't think they would ever fall out. Because when she cut all her people loose, Bridget the Gap was still up with her. Child, because at that time, a couple of years ago, I don't know if y'all was anybody remember, but they was calling what they say I had a so-called mad day, right? And then I was talking about how Brianna had people thinking she was still cool with VS, and that's how she built up, a following on her channel. You know what I mean? And Bridget the Gap came over here, and she the one said, and she the one was like, no, her and VS ain't cool, and all this and all that, because she was still, cool with VS, back then, and that was way before VS started coming live again, and so yeah, I was like, wow, okay, Bridget the Gap, wow. Ooh, child. Jill Comfortzo said Coonan only responded because VS keeps coming at her. Coonan stated that she thanked her and never asked her. Yeah, she never. I heard her say she never asked her for help. She said she say thank you. She said thank you, And then some people said that VS felt away because Cooling didn't hit her link for the exclusive and all of this and all that. Now, honey, she was gonna always do what she doing right now, coming at Cooling, because that's how she moved. You know, she said she was gonna stick by Cooling when VS pulled back her support. Oh, that's what Bridget said. Child. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, why did Cooling and VS fall out? I don't know why they fell out initially. Child, I don't know. And then I heard her saying VS saying something about no, or either it was Cooling saying something about VS was gonna try to come for her daughter. I guess she got a daughter or something. And I'm like, what? And then I heard her talking about Cooling was telling her to call her daughter or something like this or something like that. And she said she'd text her. And she said the daughter texted her a picture of her, at school or whatever. And I was like, well, okay, that's a good thing. You know. Then she said she was talking about that her daughter was saying, or somebody said her daughter said or something that she was too strict and all of this and all of that. I mean, well, yeah, I can see that too. If I do something for someone, it's between God. Right, it's between God and myself. Thank you, and the person I gave it to. Right, right. God knows when your heart is genuine and my blessings come from. That's right. That's right, Monroe. You don't have to when you do something to somebody. If you're not doing it for the world or some kind of accolades or something, nobody ever know. That you did it for them. You know what I mean? If you're doing it for the right reasons. Now, if you want accolades and you want somebody to kiss your bottom and then all this and all that, and then of course you'll come out and let the world know that you did A, B, C, or D. It's not from your heart, but everybody ought to know how VS is by now. VS threatened to call her daughter's what sergeant or lieutenant Cooling daughter is in the middle. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, people ungrateful. VS wanted to control everything she doing. The same as 3 years ago. Wow, she thought them plays was going to work. On the other sectors, and it absolutely backfired. I agree with that. Because I also heard Coolin say that they called VS. VS go over there and make money for them or something like that. I forgot the word that she used. That they call her over there. So you know, so I guess she bring them the bag by talking about them or whatever. And I found it very interesting as well. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, okay, they doing that. Child, I ain't surprised. And it's just like I don't even know who was that said Brianna and them when they tell people you going live next and all this and all of that, want people to follow them from chat to chat. They said that they got that from the Mo 3 sector or something like that. I was like, I ain't surprised. I mean, the problem is people like being their feelings. Like say you going live and somebody hate the hood table and somebody else go live. What's the big deal? It don't matter if they're trying to block the time slots or not. That's what the replay is for. You know what I mean? Can't nobody control your movements like that, or at least they shouldn't. You go live when you want to go live. They ain't paying your dang on internet bill. It's a whole lot of sheep. It's a whole lot of followers. Do you see what I'm saying? In this world. Uh Sassy said I disagree. I think VS worked the Mo 3 sector like they were hookers on the street. I think she did at first because they were really they really had her up on some kind of pedestal or something at first. But I think that that bronze statue that they built of VS done kind of tarnished now. And so, yeah, that's how I feel about it. They paying to get people off the panel. Started in. Oh yeah, I heard that too. That they're paying to get people off the panel. They got it from uh the Mo 3 I think sector as well. I mean they don't have a it's the black sector, but they don't have an original bone in their body. Then I can follow behind doing what somebody else is doing. That means you have no originality. They say imitation is the highest form of flattery, but not when you're pretty much what do you call it, appropriating their moves or whatever what it is that they do. Because that's not imitation, that's thievery. You know, Buddy Lee did it occasionally. Mm. Child, they didn't care as long as they were making. That's true too. That's true too. You know, at the Sassy show, she did, but I'll give it to the Mo 3 sector because they caught on faster. They caught on faster to her boyish than the B sector did. I agree with that, daughter. Here, I agree with that absolutely. Hey, Miss Dovey, my feelings would be hurt, and I would never come back. Feelings would be hurt about what, Sassy? But as far as that cooling girl and that mink go, they ought to be shaming themselves letting that girl instigate that fight between them. I was like, wow. But that's what you get when you put somebody on the pedestal. You know, I heard Sean Bradley talking about he don't want nobody putting him on the pedestal because he just Sean Bradley. I would have to agree with that. We all human at the end of the day. You know, that's just how I feel about it. Mm 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 mm. But yeah, that was a whole setup. I ain't surprised how it turned out at all. Daughter here, yes, it's a different time and a different mindsets. So yeah, you're right on. Them folks in the Mo 3 sector always stated that they got paid up front while VS got paid on the, oh, is that right? Oh wow. Mm-mm. Well, that's like a whole it sounds like a whole narrative was spun over there. Child. Mm-mm. You know these demons is charismatic. They can get you. Mm-mm-mm. Let me make my coffee. Then I can come up and chat if you. Oh, I do. I got time. I'll drop the link. I had me a good old strong cup of espresso Chevalier this morning. I tell you that. It ain't like I'm gonna be going nowhere today because I'm not driving in the snow. Got me messed up. Nope, not me. I won't be wrecking nothing in the snow. Mm. The devil is see through. I know that. I know that's right, Natasha. Right? They caught on because they are treacherous. Is that is that right, Stephanie? They be saying when they don't cash out, um, that's when they start dropping you off the panel. Is that right? So if you don't cash app them, they'll drop you off the panel. Like you have to pay to get on the panel. Is that what you're saying? Or give a donation? Is that what you're saying, Miss Dovey? Oh, mm, 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 mm. Interesting. Ooh, child. Like I said, and then it make it so bad. Uh, it really seemed like VS was in her feelings. It really seemed like she really wanted Cooler to like really give it her all when it come back to going back and forth with her. And I don't know what that was for, but Cooler said I ain't here for it. So she really didn't give her that much, in my opinion. Or maybe she gave her what she could give her, child. I don't know. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Just another thin skinned person. It is crazy, Jill. Sometimes people, why else would you try to dox somebody's whole family if you don't have no thin skin? Like what? Who got time to do all that? You got a thin skin. I don't care how cool people think that is, all this and all that. I don't think it's cool. I'm not impressed. She went off on her on cams. Yeah, I heard her saying that. How you doing, Miss T? I heard her saying that. I did. I heard Cooler saying that, and she played a little bit of it on that live that she did. Mm, 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 mm. So is that cam person working for her? Mm, mm. Anyway, child, that's just what I was thinking. VS get her views for trying to tear down a person. Damn, she couldn't wait to put out any. Of course, yeah, I agree. I agree. I absolutely agree. Yes, I do. Because that's how she is. hmm And she probably mad because she can't run that sector over there. Mm-mm-mm. That don't make no sense. Sure madness. But all I got to say about that situation is Coolin should have known. She, I guess she thought, and then, I think was it Coolin? Coolin said, maybe she was joking, but Coolin implied that VS said that she owed her some JJ or whatever, and I'm like, huh? Hey Jennifer, do I look like a deluxe B? Oh, child. I just want to know what Coolin was thinking, feeding her info. Child, I want to say wait, child. Mm. That's a good question, Jennifer. Do I look? Mm, mm. Lord have mercy. And Jennifer, right? I didn't understand that either. Mm-hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see. Um. Oh, was there something else I wanted to talk about? Whew, that's it. It's gonna be snowing all day here, y'all. I got the news channel on. They said the snow was gonna be plowable, so I don't know. I know it's gonna be black ice under that snow tonight. Well, ain't gotta worry about me. Mm. It's pretty though. I bought me one of those. When I look at that snow, it make me want to go grind some ice up and eat it. I bought me one of those. What do you call it? Well, it's a snow cone maker. I mean, it grinds the ice up like snow. Oh, I forgot what you call it. I bought it off Amazon a couple of years ago. In the chat, don't cash up CC. She needs money so bad she would drop you just to get money. And her, Lord, mm, mm, mm. It's definitely a winter. It's winter, a severe weather alert because of the snow. I just don't care to be with the in crowd like that. Yeah, me either. Never did. Yep, me too as well. Never did. You know what I mean? I don't feel the need to click up because I believe that when you click up, just too much BS for me. I agree with that. Just comfort. When you click up with somebody, like I was saying the other day, they're gonna expect you, to stay with their crowd and don't say nothing against their crowd and all this and all that. Che, ain't nobody got time for all that. Keeping up with all those finicky people. Ooh, child, I be exhausted. I can't be doing all that. Mm-mm. Yeah, ice shaver. I was trying to think of the name of it. I can't think of the name of it right now. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Sorry about that, y'all. I was trying to do something. Yeah, the shaver, not the ice cream churner, but the shaver. Oh, daughter here said Jennifer, did VS play audio or did she word of mouth till you cool and told her these things? Oh wow. Mm. Certified tech. I just want to know when folks gonna learn to stay off these. You got that right, Jim. Stay off the phones. Stay off the back chat. You know. But hey, can't tell some folks nothing. Let me see who this is. This is Sassy right here. Yes, I think it's Sassy. Let me put my banner up. She said she was coming up. Hold on, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. Hold on 1 second. Sassy.
Hey.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Hey. How's my audio?
I either you have an echo or I do.
Okay, let me turn echo cancellation. That's what I was asking.
Okay.
Um. Okay. What about now?
Let's see.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
you did.
Good. Okay. Hey, happy MLK Day.
Happy MLK Day to you, love. How you doing?
I'm good. I needed this day off. I'm like, ooh, okay, 2 Sundays. I'll take it.
I know that's right. Plus, I'm pretty much snowed in myself, child.
We got snow and ice, honey. I'm still in the bed. That's why I said, hold on, child. Let me wash my face and brush my teeth like a proper lady and make my coffee before I start on getting on here talking to the folks.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I had did. I got my coffee right here, right now.
Because
I
some
said
of
I
these
might as
people
well
don't wash
call
their
in.
ass and stuff. They get caught up all day. You know what I mean? And I just,
Ooh,
honey,
what you said, right? I have
okay.
to get up when my husband get up, in the morning to get him ready to go out the door or whatever, because it's just a whole big mess if I don't. But I've been doing it for years, so I get up early every morning. Most of
Yeah.
the time, I'm going out right after him anyway, but not today, cause I
Okay.
don't drive in the snow
At all. Okay. At
at
all.
all,
At
no
all.
matter what.
And you know what? Before we get into the tea, the
Mhm.
thing about this weather for me irritates me is like I have to keep turning my heater on and off because it's girl,
Mhm.
I can't stand that because it's so freaking hot. Literally, I have a
Mhm.
window cracked
Mm.
downstairs for some circulation,
That's a good idea. That's a good
Yeah, I
idea.
have a window crack and and it's circulation because otherwise, girl, I had the heater on 69 and it was good at first because it
Mm.
was comforting. And then three
Mhm.
hours later, I feel like I'm like, oh hell no, we gotta
Yeah,
turn it. So
yeah,
that's
I
the
have to cut it down. Yeah, you're right, Sassy. I do the same thing all day, all day,
only
all day, all day.
Corinne said, don't turn it on off. Corinne, I don't care nothing about no bill, baby. I have to be comfortable. I'm not one
Uh,
of them people. I'm not.
exactly. I'm not one of the people.
I'm not one of them people. Girl. I have to be. I'm not one of them people in the summer. Baby, I just do it. I make it do what it do. I can't do
I
it.
on it off and on it, cause I mean, people don't. Some people don't. Some people think it make a difference. Just put it on one thing and leave it there. But I mean, it don't make a difference in my opinion, because they still gonna charge you what they gonna charge you regardless.
Exactly. I think that's
So,
old school and I can appreciate it. Lord knows I could never do it in my mama's house. Lord, every time when I go over there, I spend the night. And baby,
mm,
baby, I feel like a kid. I have to tell my daddy, tell mama to do this to the air. You know what I'm saying? Because baby,
I
she gonna be like,
know.
y'all gonna make my bill. I'm like, girl, I ain't got time.
I ain't got time. I know I used to go with my grandma. Lord, you be baking over there in summer and especially in the winter. It used to be so hot in her house, Sassy, that she you have the security door, right, and she would have the security door locked and have the door open, but the heat was on, but the security door would fog up because it was so hot in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'm
like,
telling
oh
you,
my
for real.
god,
I would much prefer the heater work like this powerful than not powerful, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But
yeah,
because the other way that would be horrible. Like you can't ever get comfortable. But I got a little baby heater in my room,
uh,
but it's too cold. Like it's in the teens. So that's not doing nothing. So I just have to anyway. So I don't want to spend up a whole much time on that. I just was like, that's just a side nugget for
I
us
know,
normal
right? Yeah, I
folks.
do gas too, Kareem. We got gas. Central heating and ours. Well, we actually got gas heat and the air conditioner. The cooling unit is electric, but the heat is gas. So yeah, I just saw it in the chat. So that's
Mhm.
how mine work. So anyway, up and down, like you said, child. Irregardless, whatever.
A mess. So what you up here talking about all the happenings on that went on?
Well, I read about through a lot of it. It was so much going on. But we talked about the VS situation with the her. What was you saying? You disagree with what I said, Sassy, about what I thought about that situation right there?
I'm
You
not
said it
sure
was
if I was
horrible.
listening to I'm not sure if I disagree what you were saying. I think you were
Mhm.
reading the chat. So that's on me and daughter here. Like daughter here was saying that and hey everybody in the chat that I wasn't able to speak to. Daughter here was saying that basically to sum it up that she feels like VS went over there and kind of, got caught up. You know what I mean? And I was like, I don't know. I
Mhm.
kind of disagree. And I spoke on this on my last live, on the recap live, because VS was obviously in the recap.
Mhm.
Um, just her whole overall, coming back. And I just said, I feel like they're kissing the ring. I disagree that she, um, got caught up over there. I feel like she was very strategic and very methodical. And then daughter here made a good point and said, yeah, that's a good point, Sassy. However,
Mhm.
they found out
Yeah.
they needed to find out quicker than we did. And I was like, well, that's
Yeah.
a good point. But I feel
Yeah.
like it was a different time. We're different people,
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
cousins,
Absolutely.
our second cousins on our daddy's side. It's just different mentality. So we were
Yeah.
just, talking about that. And we both understood the other one's point.
Yeah, I do too on both points. I mean, I can agree. That she did go over there, and I think that I think that they were kissing the ring first because she definitely brought them, subscribers, and subscribers mean monies or whatever, right? But then I think at some point it flipped on her, you know what I mean? And so I can understand what they mean by they pretty much use her to get money now or whatever. But at first, yeah, she had the upper hand. I agree with that. I don't know so much
That's
about now, but at first, yeah. But I still can't understand how people how the cooling lady didn't she real she said she had been watching for a while. I remember her saying that. So if you been watching VS for a while, did you know that she was setting y'all up? You and that mink person, did you know it would end up like this? Did she think she was special and VS wasn't gonna turn on her? I was confused by that part.
I think so. Hey, Miss T. I think so. I think first of all, I mean, I did not hear I still have not heard Coolin's live because she came live during VS. And
Yeah.
I'm not a person that can switch back and forth. That's very confusing for me personally.
Mhm.
So I it's
Mhm.
too chaotic. I just stay put, right?
Mhm.
Despite my wall seeming like I'm everywhere all the time. No, I'm not. I'm just I just giving y'all the roadmap to where to go. That doesn't mean I've seen it. But
Right.
so I had to stay at VS because I was like, I could not fucking believe the shit that Coolin had told VS. Like I was like, and it just was, it would not stop. It was like, Miss O, it was like, I was like, say what now? Then I was like, say what? I was like, girl, I know you lying. Girl, say what now? She did what? I mean, it was the most personal information.
I,
So, okay,
but a
let me,
lot of people do that, and I don't. It's like she's they are enamored by her, or you know how they say a vampire is a glamour person. You know what I mean, like putting them in a trance or something like that, and get them to do what they want to do or whatever. It's like she does that to people that she talked to on the phone, and she get them to spill everything, and I don't understand that.
I personally feel like there are people, and I feel like this is deja vu with me and you talking about this, but a few way last year, but I feel like there are people that are enamored with certain CCs and feel like they are celebrity and that they they hold a certain amount of reverence to. I feel like that's one part of it. The other
Mhm.
part is I feel like they're trauma bonding. If both of them
Yeah.
have deep things to discuss or want to get off their chest. I feel like
Mhm.
VS is probably a very good listener. I feel like
Mhm.
she's a
Mhm.
she's a she's sympathetic or empathetic because of the things that she's gone through. So
Mhm.
I feel like it's a layered onion. I don't feel like it's
Mhm.
black and white like, oh, I'm gonna
Mhm.
get you in my web and I'm gonna fuck you up. I really don't feel like that. I feel
No,
Go ahead, I'm
I
sorry.
agree.
Yeah.
I think that no, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I think that she knows how to um act like she's sympathetic or empathetic because she has a story as well. And if we believe her story, she knows how to get on to appear that she's a good listener. She's a listening ear. She's an understanding ear, like you said, sympathetic, empathetic. But at the end of the day, she a snake. She a cold blooded snake. And just because you act, and the fact that they feel that they can talk to her, they don't realize that she is really acting this way towards you to get you to talk and spill all your tea so that she can come back and use it against you later on. I don't think that she's genuine in these conversations, but they at the time they think that she's genuine in the conversation.
And I'm not
And it's
sure.
true.
And I'm not sure if she's genuine in the conversation or not. I'm
Mhm.
and the reason why I say that is because I feel like there is some genuineness that comes from people that have gone through a lot, you know.
Mhm.
So I don't know at what point. And let me back up. Let's put hold on because Miss T, I know you fucking lying is Mo3 all day, right? And she says, but a lot of that info and people in the Mo3 already knew. I just be watching, and it was nothing new that I heard, to be honest. So you knew Coolin had publicly told you guys that the knot on her head, she did not want to get it drained because it was a comfort knot. And she feels like if she gets it drained, then she will be losing the essence or the spirit of her ex baby
What?
daddy. Uh-huh. Because,
What?
uh-huh. I want to know.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Uh-huh. I'm talking
I
about
did
shit
not
like
hear that.
I'm
I
talking,
said, huh?
yeah, because everybody know if we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it because I'm talking about deep shit like that. So
I
I
did
want to
not
know,
know
anybody from the Mo 3, did Coolin publicly tell y'all that the knot on her head, she prefers not to get it drained because she feels closer spiritually to her ex baby daddy who passed, because
what the
that's some
fuck?
deep shit.
What the
Mhm.
hell?
Okay. Okay, I'll give
For
you a minute. I'll give you a minute.
real? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I did not hear that.
Oh, I
Cause
can get so.
unlike you, Sassy,
Mhm.
unlike you, I was going back and forth when they were both live. I was going back and forth. I'm just keeping a buck, but I did not. She said,
Okay, so mm, mm, I know you fucking line says, yeah, she's spoken on it before. Okay, okay, well, okay.
"Wow,
So perhaps none of so perhaps like what so the Mo 3, so perhaps this is just like not perhaps, so it's new for us.
yes,
It's
no was, yeah,
okay. Yeah. So that's the part. So then none so then okay, so then let me play, I the devil's advocate then. So then if she's publicly telling things this personal to
right."
thousands of people, then what did VS really do? I mean, isn't VS just repeating the shit that she already said?
Right, especially if she already told it, she's already said that before. Well, I mean, I guess she said it, and cause like this is a lot of people like me, hadn't heard that before. So you could be like, "What the hell?" Cause I was like, "What the hell?" Cause I've never heard of anything like that before. Learn something new every day. So I guess she probably knows that it's regurgitated, but she also knows that it's gonna be new for a lot of people, and
Mm.
so maybe that's why she shared that even though Cooler had shared it before. Maybe that's what I'm just saying, maybe that's what the thinking was behind her resharing that piece of info. Cause you'd be like, huh?
Wait a minute. No, y'all can't go back and forth. See, this is what I'm talking about. And I appreciate the chat. You can't say, Oro. Is it Oro? Ororo?
I
Coolin
just say
said that
hello.
wasn't true on her live she did yesterday. But
Mm,
IKYFL is saying she heard Coolin say that. See what I'm saying? How it be like, what's true, what's not. I need to go watch Coolin's live because
right.
that does
Yeah,
not.
she daughter here is right. She said I think the problem was when VS threatened her. Now Colin did mention the fact that VS threatened her daughter, and then I heard VS say something like her daughter was, what did she say in reference to her daughter? She said her daughter was gonna come on and cuss her out or something like that, and I guess VS wasn't gonna stand for that. And then Cooley was like, her daughter wasn't gonna do nothing like that or something. I was
I
like,
didn't
oh,
hear Coolin's live at all. Like I said, I was laser focused on VS's live. I didn't hear that, but
uh-huh.
this is what I'm saying. And Lakita, everybody can lie. I'm not saying anybody lie, but I don't think that's a lie because nobody can make up no shit like that.
Okay, that was about the
Nobody. I'm
not,
sorry. My discernment say you ain't making up no shit like that's weak.
no,
Like
not,
not like that.
no, not like she meant that from her spirit
She
about
meant
the
that.
nah.
She meant that.
That's why I was like, huh?
And somebody told her that. And so what I'm saying is that I just brought up that one point. There was like 15 others, right, that I can run down, but that's not none of
Uh-huh.
my business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
my point is that this whole thing that like, oh, BS is, the manipulator, which she very well may be. I don't know. That's not my mindset.
Mm.
And Coolin felt comfortable, or Coolin been behind the scenes for years. Coolin got kicked out of the Mo 3.
That's what I'm saying. Cooler should have known. Cause
But
I
she
heard
did
Cooler,
know. She
huh?
did. She did know.
And then she proceeded. That's why I said, did she think she was special? Because you shared all this information with VS. Didn't you know that it was gonna be regurgitated? Like, did you think it was special? Did you think it wasn't gonna happen to you? See, that's my whole issue. No matter when they go to oversharing with this person right here in particular, don't you know she gonna use that info against you? Like I'm confused. And that goes for anybody, not just schooling, because several people have done it. I mean, uh, like somebody said earlier, leopard don't change its spots. That's the truth. So I was just really confused that she overshared that way. So that was my issue.
There's
So
a
yeah,
lot of there's a lot of overshares. I believe there's a lot of people that are super reactionary. There's a lot of people
yeah,
that need somebody to talk to. They've been through a lot. There is high trauma, and a listening ear is, like free therapy. You know what I mean? Like some people, that's just some people's personality, to want
Ki-
to, hey, Kimberly, to
Hey,
want to.
Kimmy, excuse me, sassy girl. I got a question for Kimmy, and I don't mean to keep interrupting, but child, if it come up, it got to come out. I'm gonna forget. I'm old, child. Forgive me, Kimmy. What? I didn't. What did you cuss Voodoo out before? Because if you seen Voodoo's live, I don't know if you seen it or not, sassy. Voodoo was coming for you, girl. What happened with you and Voodoo, Kimmy? There's too many people
I'm
on
not
here who think they need others to be successful. I know that's right, Kimmy.
I know the answer to that, but I don't know
Oh,
if Kimmy might click the link though. But yeah, that you probably, I guess you
yeah,
missed
I'm
all of that
clicking.
at Ness's house.
Oh, this happened at Ness's house. It started at Ness's house.
I get not started, but yeah, it was, yeah. For us publicly, yeah.
Huh? There are a lot of people on here that has put out somebody's personal business after they fell out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. VS is the number one to do that. So why would you tell her anything? Oh, she said I didn't see it. He's a garbage, two-faced piece of oop. And he got blocked and unmodded. Well, I be dang. What?
So there was, okay. So she said, "Tell it." Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there's a situation at Ness's that happened where Ness wanted to talk to Voodoo about seeing him somewhere or something, right? I don't, that's neither here nor there really in the grand scheme of things. She was unhappy about something. They talked it out. Somehow either he mentioned Kimberly or Kimberly clicked the link at Ness's, and they were about to hash it out, but Kimberly was like, you know what, I really kind of fuck with you, so we're just gonna finish this on IG, right? Then a day or so later, I guess Voodoo was on Triple Red X's panel in members only, and I think he was basically like dismissing the conversation that they had previously had to kind of squash the beef, and he was like, being a little I don't know, this is like my homeboy, so I don't know what to say, but they weren't happy with his response on TRX, right? So after that, it was up and stuck between Ness and Kimberly. Kimberly, when she went live, she was like, fuck you and the womb you came out of. I don't know what she said, but something like that. Ness is like, fuck it, it's up and it's stuck. Kimberly blocked him, his mod stick had, was taken, been gone, whatever. And so that was it. So what you saw yesterday had happened like, I don't know, 5 to 6 days earlier with them. So then yesterday when he's on his live and he says whatever the little bit that he says about Kimberly, that's in response to them falling out.
Okay, so I guess the next question that I have, Kimmy, is well, or Sassy, why was he cussing out Pizza? Because Kimmy said he was under Pizza comment dragging Ness, right? So you told me about him and Ness falling out. So if he was, why was he cussing out Pizza if he was in her chat? Because he also let Pizza have it too. And then
I
Kimmy said he got caught talking S about I guess him and ODS. Let me go back up. Can you see that
Yeah,
ODS chat?
he
I
got caught
can't see.
talking shit about me in ODS chat, so I cussed his ass out, drug him, and
Okay.
blocked him.
Oh, okay. So
Mhm.
do you know why was he coming for pizza?
Well, I didn't. I definitely. He did not drag Pizarro. He did not curse her out. He
Hmm.
was basically saying that she starts a lot of shit, and that he's up on her game, but he enjoys her. That's what he was saying.
Oh, so he was just throwing shade.
Shade, exactly.
Okay.
Now Brianna did catch a stray, which was really weird. That's okay.
Um,
I don't know if you can still hear me. Sound like you got a
I
phone call.
can.
Okay. Sounds
Can you
like
hear me?
Brianna is the one. Yeah, we can hear you good.
Okay.
Sounds like Brianna was the one that caught the stray. Pizza was there and engaging with the shade. You know what I'm saying? She was agreeing with the shade. Like, so that was just shade amongst people who seem like they're fond of each other. Bree caught a straight up stray. Like it was like, well, say what now?
Mm.
Yeah.
What did he say about her?
I can't really remember. It was I can't really remember. Yeah, I would have to think. I can't remember, but it was a straight it was one of those strays where I was like, say what? Like I did like a whole Scooby Doo. Like, damn, okay. And I don't want to quote because I can't remember.
Yeah,
I
I
was
got
after that, I was kind of more so focused on the dick. I don't fuck with you pussies. And I was like, oh, okay, okay.
it. Oh wow.
Like,
Yeah, I
damn.
know he said, he was here for the the gay men and all of this and all that. And a couple of women took offense for that because the sector, I was saying it earlier, the sector is predominantly female, and that they support these guys, and there's a lot of misogyny that goes on. And I guess if you're not speaking directly to that woman in particular, like if you don't call her name, you're not worried about it. Which it is what it is when it comes to somebody like me. I got a tough skin, so I don't take offense to nothing like that. But what I understand is some people took offense to it. Maybe that's why I heard that he cussed her out. But if he didn't actually cuss her out, then please forgive me. I misspoke. You know what I mean? But I was
He
trying to go
he
through
he
these.
he did not. No, I don't
Yeah, it
know
just
if
started
someone
changing.
said
I
that
stand
or
corrected, and
yeah.
thank you for telling me that. I stand corrected because I don't want to say nothing that nobody didn't say. But I was going through the live, so I was trying to read about so fast because there's so many hours in these lives, and I can't do that. It'll take me all day or a couple of days. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
so I was read, but I did read but because I heard Justice Kelly Love talking about his live. I didn't even know that he done a live, but I heard Justice Kelly Love saying it was phenomenal and all this and all that.
Oh,
And I was like, well, let me go over here and see what was so phenomenal about it. And it
wow.
was just regular. It was just regular
It was
conversation to me.
phenomenal. Okay.
That's what he said. It was phenomenal.
Let me tell you
Mm.
something. And people say I insert myself, which I tried to put it in my fucking name so people would get who I am. Sassy above all else. And then I'm a black butterfly. Okay. Um, But he mentioned me and Ronnie Q, and he said he absolutely loves the Sassy Show. He gave me a lot of compliments. We call
Mhm.
each other cousin. He's a Cancer, so his zodiac sign is a Cancer, so I kind of understand the energy, right?
Mhm.
Um, However, that does not mean that, cousin, if you're listening, that doesn't mean that I did not clearly hear you say what you said about who you're going to support
Right.
and why. And so I'm glad that I made the cut as a
Mhm.
token girl.
Mhm. Mhm.
However, for all the other women, had you not mentioned my name, you know what I'm saying? Like it
Mhm.
was very interesting, and I'm interested to see what he's gonna say about this. So you ain't special, love. I don't can't really listen until we fall out. We ain't fell out. You know how I do. So, and I don't anticipate us falling out. I think he's open enough to have a conversation, but it was pretty straightforward. Like, I really don't fuck with you pussies. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, now I did. That is what I caught when he said he's here for the straight men, or however he phrased it. I caught that part. Now I did hear that, and I was like, wow. So I mean, but you do have a lot of sheep in the sector, and so the women are going to support regardless. But I'm like, okay.
And I thought it was interesting because, again, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we are extremely cordial, totally virtually. You never talked to him in real life.
Mhm.
He did mention my name, so I want to make it very clear that just because people mention my name in a good light doesn't mean that I don't see both sides of the coin. That's just who I am. And so, but uh ODS did a poll, and the
Mhm.
the the women, so since we're talking about it, you ladies, the women overwhelmingly said that it did not bother them, and I was like, say what? How
Right. Yeah.
how does it not bother you?
Now, does it not bother you? I guess
Oh,
they see it as as only entertainment. Like it doesn't bother a lot of people when people is playing in your face and spinning fake narratives and stuff, because maybe they just see it as entertainment. But I don't feel that misogyny is entertaining. It don't appeal to me like that. I guess that's why I've never felt a way about going at the guys, not only in this sector, but when I was over there in the original black sector, where I don't like misogyny. You know what I mean? Whether it's hetero misogyny or gay male misogyny, I got something to say about it. You know what I mean? Whether you come at me direct, and I'm not gonna sit down in the corner, and I'm not gonna come at you. I'm not gonna say I hate you because you are misogynistic. A lot of people call me what do they call me? What is that word? They call me when you don't, they say you don't like, you fear
hom-
gay people. Yeah, they
homophobic.
call me homophobic. I'm not homophobic. I'm just gonna respond to your misogyny, whether you straight or gay. Do you see what I'm saying? It don't matter to me if you make a misogynistic comment. and I don't like it, I'm gonna say something about it, especially if you're referencing me. It's just like I mentioned earlier about when James Caldwell was over there and he mentioned that, the period blood, the bloody panties or whatever it was that he said towards some of the intels over there. And I'm thinking, well, women, bleed, and I guess you don't understand the process. I don't think that it's nature, it's nothing gross about it. But for you to make that comment, it was a misogynistic comment in my opinion. So I just figured I'd mention it, but do I care? No.
I mean,
Is
I
it gonna
don't.
make me feel any less about myself? No.
Um, Well, I do care. The James comment, I didn't hear it, so I'd have to hear that in context, and I felt like that was just a dig while you're dragging.
Yeah.
What my cousin Voodoo was doing, he wasn't dragging. It didn't appear. It appeared to be, an authentic statement. So I'm not, throwing him away because of one moment of misogyny. I
Oh
would just,
no. Uh-uh.
yeah, I would prefer to just have a conversation with him. But
Mm-hmm.
to flat out say that it didn't bother you is troublesome to
Mm-mm.
me.
Yeah.
For
No,
my
I meant as far as I felt
not
like
for
it was
you.
misogynistic, but am I going to internalize it? That's what I mean, Sassy. I'm not going to internalize it. Maybe it was a bad choice of words. I'm not going to internalize it, and I'm not going to feel I'm not going to feel insecure about the fact that I have a period. Do you see what I'm saying? So maybe I worded it wrong.
No, I get you.
But
And
yeah,
I
that's
was
what I
more so talking about the poll, like the
Oh,
overwhelming, because
okay.
that poll was out there to get a sense of the ladies' feelings and the energy. It was a time, it's an
Yeah.
anonymous poll. It was a time for, in my opinion, for them to express themselves and to set boundaries and to
Yeah.
teach people how to treat them. And I was
Yeah.
disappointed in them to say that
Yeah.
they blatantly did not, overwhelmingly that they blatantly did not care. Like, why don't you care? And
Yeah.
again, as
Yeah.
the person that he singled out to say that he loves me, I care. So why don't y'all care?
Yeah.
So I'm more concerned, always like more
Mhm.
concerned with what my ladies are feeling and thinking about.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
And so that was just very odd response to me.
Yeah, and I agree with you about setting boundaries because a lot of people don't sit see there. You make a good point. Like on a side note, when it comes to some women, they don't set boundaries in relationships, so that could set you up to be in an abusive situation. And I don't mean there are a lot of levels to abuse. It don't necessarily have to be somebody putting their hands on you. They can speak to you any kind of way because you didn't set up that boundary and you just go for it. You go years and years will be in all types of bad bags of bees and all of this and all very disrespectful name calling to you, in order to wear you down or make you submit or emotional abuse and verbal abuse. That's really a thing. You know what I mean? Thank you, Cammy.
Bye,
And
Kimberly.
so, so I see a lot of that, and maybe that's why they don't care because they could be used to that. I don't know, but sometimes I'm over analyzing stuff, and so it's just
I just think, like Jill says, I just know how to move with people. I rather the truth than a lie. I just feel like a
right,
conversation is definitely needed. And if that's what he absolutely meant, then stand in it and
right,
and do that's fine. If he felt like he was, nervous or he was doing too much or he kind of then say that. But I feel like they're saying one thing, but their reaction is going to be another. Just be truthful about your feelings. It's okay. They're your
right,
feelings. You can
yeah,
still like him and not like what
yeah,
he said, but
yeah,
let's create some boundaries, and teach people how to treat us.
yeah,
If that's how y'all
absolutely,
feel, maybe y'all, and maybe they just don't care and he'll just I don't know. I'm just saying, don't sweep it under the rug and then a year later be upset. Like, talk
right.
about it. It just happened. Talk about it. you
Right, it
know
just happened to talk about. Yeah, and that's why I mentioned it because I didn't even know that there was a poll. You know what I mean? I didn't even know that. But yeah, I mean, I caught that part. And
Let me
so
check the poll. You keep telling. Let me check the poll results.
okay, but yeah, that's why I brought it up, y'all, because I'm like, well, okay, do they mind the fact that he said that? Because this sector is, there's more women than men over here, and so by him saying that he's here for the men or whatever, are the ladies still going to support? Probably, but do you even mind that he said that? And will you still I mean, uh
Okay,
it
so
is
the
what it
poll
is.
read And this is on ODS's. It's a public poll. Oh
Mhm.
shit! Never mind. Fuck. It's members only. Never mind. I,
Okay.
I well, I already said it. Sorry, ODS. Shit, I just looked at it. I thought it was public. My bad. It says, ladies, were you offended by the fag hag comment in Voodoo's commentary? But he was calling himself a fag hag, not us. So maybe this is a different situation because he was not calling us fag hags. He was saying that's his priority are his gay men, right? Uh,
Right.
and so it says, ladies, were you offended by the fag hag comment in Voodoo's commentary? 30% said yes, 44% said no, 26% said who. And then there's 14 comments that are basically all, you know, I wasn't
Mhm.
offended, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
So
Well, I
anyway,
mean, okay.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
no,
know what I mean?
until
Okay.
I won't, I will hold off on any type of judgment until I talk to him. That's where
Yeah,
I stand on that.
right. Right. That's why I said, okay, yeah, because I've never had any type of conversation or any back and forth or anything with them. And the I just know him from the challenges basically. You know what I mean? And maybe he didn't, maybe he didn't mean it the way that it sounded. I'll give him that. You know what I mean? And so
He
yeah.
can't really go with that one because he said it about 15 times. So
Well, but that's I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt
yeah,
here.
no, I'm just being
You know?
honest with you. You know I'm being honest. You know I'm gonna be honest regardless if I like you or not. They call it
Right.
playing in people's face. Where I come from is just called honesty. But
So you right.
yeah, and
You
bloated
right.
heifer. I don't know anybody who. Let me not say that. Ken is not overly supported in this sector. He's just put up with.
Well, Kimberly Black, I'm not saying that Kimberly Black said, why would I be offended when he's referencing himself? I mean, he said it so many times, but if you would listen to the context, it was the context in
Kimberly
which he
is
said it.
playing dumb. Kimberly is playing dumb, and that's another one of
Mm-mm.
my boosts. It's no way that she means that. Like,
Okay.
no, she's trolling. Believe me.
Oh, okay.
No.
'Cause I'm thinking,
Uh,
huh?
we're not going, Kimberly. Not today. It's MLK Day. We ain't going.
Ooh, child. No, Creole. The whole chat has. You're gonna have to chat, be part of the replay game because we were just. I was basically talking about, some of the things that I heard as I was red balling through these chats from the weekend because it was a lot going on, and I'm glad that it was a lot going on because it was something to talk about. You know what I mean, Sassy? And so, yeah, yeah,
Give me 1 minute. Let me go refill my coffee. I'll be right back. I want to
okay,
talk about James's panel and the Queen's
okay,
hat. Okay, hold on.
okay. I don't see what he said was wrong. Yeah, I'm not saying he was wrong, daughter. He said black women do too much. Wow. Which is facts. They do. He called black women that name. But they want to be black women so bad. I don't know why they do want to be black women, and I think our women do too much. We are very emotional. Not only black women, other races of women, do too much as well. You got a whole lot of theatrical Karens in this world as well as, and we don't want to just peg that moniker on black women. Our women do too much in general at times. We got a lot of hormones going through with us, and so we can be our women, no matter the color or creed, in my opinion, because we are very catty, and that's what we do. We are emotional creatures, women across the board. But as far as when you said that but they want to be black women so bad. Why they offended? Now I agree with that, and I don't know. That's the misogynistic part of it, I think, daughter. You know,
Thank you so
because
much for making that exception. The only reason why, and this is no, I don't know who said that, but there's no jab to the person who said it or
mm,
isolated black women. But the only reason why you think it's black women or anyone who says that it's because that is your circle. But
mm,
if your circle was broad, you'd understand that Miss Olivia
yeah,
is absolutely correct. It's just a woman thing, it's not
yeah,
just black women
right. It's just a woman thing. We're emotional creatures. We all do too much at times.
at times. Hmm.
At times we got a lot of hormones surging through us, and that day might not be the day.
Might not be that day.
Like I said, no matter race, color, or creed, we are women. In
Oh,
general.
okay, out of here. Gotcha. Yeah, well, if Voodoo said that, then he just, like I said, he's circling in within his circle. Because, honey, the Asians do too much, the Middle Easterns do too much, the Hispanics, they do too much,
The
the
Karens
whites
do
do
too
too
much.
much.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
They
Women
just
are very.
match.
We as
Yeah.
women, we as women, we are very catty, and we learned that from a young age. Like I had two sisters, and before I ever went to school, I was catty, honey. Okay, so anyway,
It is what it is.
yeah, me
What's
and
up,
my sisters, but we still battle royal to this day. You know what I mean? So yeah,
child? It is what it is.
verbally.
I just try to evolve, but I still love being a woman, and I still try to be, in my feminine energy.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then a lot of the time, sometimes people want to take your feminine, especially your melanated energy. They want to say you're masculine, you're this, that, and the other. No, you just can't hang, and it's a personal issue. It doesn't have anything to do with my femininity. You can't define my femininity.
As
You
I've
know.
continued to grow as a person and grow in age, especially in corporate America, I'm able to
Mm,
still be who I am culturally,
right,
and
right.
and that means being a little sassy and
Hmm.
giving a little jab, and that's what we do culturally. And I'm not going to hide
Hmm.
that with people that I spend a lot of my time with, i.e., coworkers and bosses and such. But
Right.
nobody can put a label of angry black woman on me because I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm
Absolutely
just
not.
not. I don't. Some people are angry. They
Hmm.
really are. We hear them. They wake up with a crawl in their ass every day, and you're like,
Hmm.
"Oh my God,
Hmm.
you're so angry." So sometimes it's true, but
Hmm.
white girls wake up with a crawl in their ass every. I
Hmm.
mean, it just it.
Across the
People are
board.
sometimes are very
Hmm.
angry people.
Across
But
the board, especially like you said in corporate America. And I worked in, the social services circle, and it's all about politicking. And for me, it was about politicking. For me, it was about being able to maneuver through these different types of women, these different types of personalities. Should I put it that way? Because like I said, I don't care what color you are. If you caddy, you caddy. You know what I mean? But I think because um, well, shoot, I live in Tennessee. You know what I mean? And so wherever I have ever worked, it was predominantly not black. You know what I mean? So I had to. I've always been me. I don't have a problem with being me. The only thing that I did code switch is the way that I talk on here, as opposed to the way that I speak. In a professional manner is different, but everything else is just me. You know what I mean? But I could do my slang here because that's what I do. Ebonics or whatever you want to call it. But as far as maneuvering, politicking through these women, I never had a problem with that. You know what I mean? And so I've always gotten along with men better anyway.
mm-hmm,
Still, no matter the color or creed. Because I think because I know, and I think the reason for that is I was my daddy's son because my daddy had three girls, and
mm-hmm.
so I was never a tomboy. I was just my daddy's son. I was the oldest. You know what I mean? I did everything with my father, and he talked to me. And, he taught me a lot. And so yeah, yeah. I don't have a problem with it. I'm thinking that's why I have a thick skin. Maybe it don't bother me, Jay. I don't. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it be like that sometimes. But what did you
Yeah.
think about James's panel? The initially the whole thought of the panel. What did you think about all of that?
About him and Kwani and Rita.
Uh huh.
Well, I spoke about it earlier too, and the thing that I took out of it most was I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I heard them ask the question. They referenced the beef sector's dying, and I'm using my words. And what can we do to save the beef sector? And all of this and all that. I felt like that question was very interesting, and I'm thinking, well, you shouldn't be so weak. Why do you need protection if you don't know how to roast, gag, and drag? Why do you take it to the heart? Take it to heart to the point to where you have to dox and put court papers out on people and all of this and all of that. And then you got people, like I said, thinking they need protection. Then you even got subscribers, scared to hit panels because they don't want to be doxxed because somebody got a thin skin, and I just I mean if you want to make a change in the sector, like try to get rid of some of the stuff that subscribers feel intimidated by. You know what I mean? But content creators set the tone. See, that's what I was saying. I felt like James was being I had more to say about James' first video when he was saying he was speaking about the intels that didn't like him as opposed to speaking to Pizarro, because Pizarro is the channel holder, and I felt like he was being passive aggressive and he really wanted to go at Pizarro, but instead he chose to go at some of the intels that he said don't like him. And I'm thinking, but why would you go at subscribers? You know what I mean? When you really want to go at the content creator, because the content creator is supposed to set the tone on for the content creator's channel. Do you see what I'm saying? And so I found that more interesting than that conversation that they had about the sector dying and all of this and all of that. You know. So yeah.
I'll say real quick to his first cleanup that was geared towards the intels. I felt
Mhm.
like it was like a dog whistle. Like, listen, I'm really not the one that you really want to be fucking with. So
Right.
you might want to pipe down. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a little bit, and then I'm
Hmm.
gonna see where you go, and then you know what I'm saying? We can do
Yeah.
the damn
Yeah.
thing. So I'm
Yeah.
okay with that because that's kind of my style. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna just unload on your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was okay with
Mhm.
that slow
Mhm.
walking of that situation. I was still gagged because I mean he still hit her in the gut. You know what I'm saying? And she was
Yeah, I
like,
mean he did. That's what I was saying, because he kept referencing, why are we still talking about this dance challenge, like 3 or 4 weeks into it. Wasn't it like a month ago or something like that? So when you're referencing the dance challenge and why people worried about why he didn't show up, I think to me, he was directly, like you said, punching Pizarro in the gut. But then I found it interesting when Pizarro said he wasn't talking to me, he's talking to y'all. And I'm thinking, well, hold up.
yeah.
Well,
But
I'm confused.
that's on like that. Yeah, that doesn't interest me because everybody knows exactly. Like, you know, you have to understand that some of these people are master trolls and some of these people are master spinners of narratives. It was point blank period. You know that it was for you. We know that it was for you. James knows that it was for you. And if you want
Hmm.
to ignore it, that's your right. Like I
Right.
get it. I wouldn't want no smoke with James either. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't start no shit, so it ain't gonna be no shit. So that just is what it is. But she's not gonna make me think. 'Cause I didn't hear her response, but nobody's gonna
Hmm.
make me think anything different than what I heard, saw, and felt. Now on
Right.
to the second panel. I thought,
Hmm.
you know, I just put up a wall post and I just said, you know, my thoughts on this is that it is completely hypocritical. Period.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I felt like it was
I was,
hypocritical.
I
Yeah.
mean, the hypocrisy was on a level 10. It was like,
Hmm.
really,
Yeah.
really. Like,
Yeah.
so you got in the chat, shout out to the chat. I mean, the chat was not letting them make it. You know what I mean? The chat was
Yeah.
not letting them make it. So shout out to the chat for speaking up for themselves. Like, you don't know how many people you would have, you know, clicking links and wanting to engage, you know, if it weren't for all of this egregious behavior towards their personal lives. And then I heard both of them, meaning both of the other ladies, let me say it like that,
Hmm.
both of the other ladies went on their panels and continued to talk about doing after that panel, continued to talk about what could happen to people in a threatening manner. So I thought it was completely hypocritical. And I think that people need to understand that whatever
Yeah.
seeds you sow, they will grow.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. I also feel it was hypocritical because both of those people have doxed people before, and they are really both thin skinned to a certain degree, in my opinion. Because when you have to sink to that level, you lose, in my opinion. Because I can use my words. I say that because I'm good with my words. I don't care enough about you to want to know your personal life. I simply do not have time. And so the reason why I don't beef anymore is because there are a lot of thin skinned people around here, and I mean, if you're gonna cry about it, why bother? So now it don't mean I'm gonna cuss your butt out, and move it right along. But me and you beefing, that's not gonna happen because 9 times out of 10 you can't take it anyway. So okay, okay, girl, oh boy, okay,
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, listen, I'm just a little funny, a little sassy. I don't go vile. I don't go vulgar. I don't
yeah,
go below the belt. I don't, you know what I mean? Like it's
yeah,
just
not,
not that's just not who I am. You're not gonna
no,
find anything out there with me talking about, you know, disparaging about, you know,
you
people's
kidding
real lives. If anything, I'll make a little joke about it, you know, do a little,
me?
you know, what I call a skit, you know, behind my
Mm-hmm.
avatar about it and move on. Like I'm not gonna belabor a point. So I just
Mm-hmm.
thought that, you know, coming from energies that seem to be obsessed with being vile, vulgar, and mean. It just, it's
Mm-hmm.
hypocritical, in my opinion, and it's
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate. But hindsight is 2020. You know what I mean? If somebody would have told them 3 years ago, and I think people did, 3 years ago, tell them like this is where it's gonna be headed,
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. And then also I think it's very interesting because people have been going in other sectors for years now. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was another thing that was hypocritical. Like people been going in different sectors for years. What's different
Mm-hmm.
now?
Nothing. You
People
know
were
what I
enamored. People were enamored with Cookie Monster. People were enamored
mean?
with CX in the beginning. People were enamored with these people. What's
Yeah.
different? What's going on now? Since so people found out they like Mahaya, now it's a problem. No, what happened 2 years ago when y'all was
I,
enamored with people?
I don't, I can't because I'm not familiar with the players over there in the Mo3 sector, but I talked about the Mahia situation as far as I knew the other day, and I don't get it. I don't get what the
I don't get it either. I mean, it's just a shit show from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. or whatever time it is. You get in where you fit in. We all
mm,
know sometimes how we sleep around this sector and what we do. Sometimes I didn't got a full 6 or 7 hours sleep and I'm waking up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And I
right.
drop down and chit chat and then go back to sleep. I don't know.
Mm,
Who cares? It's nobody's business. But it
right.
doesn't appear that it's like any type of it doesn't to me it doesn't appear that it's anything different like I said than Z when people were enamored with ZX, when people were enamored
Mm,
with Cookie Monster. I probably could think about a whole lot of other people. It doesn't appear
right.
to be anything different to me.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I be expecting something like when, like for example, when I heard Duchess Kelly Love saying that he felt like Voodoo's chat was his live was phenomenal, right? And so that's the reason why I rushed over there to see what was so phenomenal about it. And okay, so it's alive. There wasn't nothing, I didn't see no extra bells or whistles or anything. It was alive, like we all do lives, you know what I mean? And so, but and as far as I'm assuming that's the way it is at Bahaya's also. I just didn't understand what the big argument was because the ladies seemed to be in a big argument about what's being said over. I forgot what I was talking about the other day, but it,
It's
it caught
nothing.
my attention.
It's nothing. I mean, like to me, I don't understand it. Like I said, nothing's being like, people aren't taking like really juicy shit over there. It's fodder to me. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm,
likes of,
mm-hmm.
my little crazy homie chat rep and Trisha's clown ass and
Yeah,
Joanna used to go up there. Joanna just not really doing much. She just talking if something happens. It's a lot of chit chat. You know what I
right.
mean? It does like
That's
again,
it.
I'm a little confused at like what is the big deal? Like I don't get it. It's happened over the last 2 or 3 years. It's happened several times with different
Yeah,
CCs. It's just Mahea's turn. And then look at where
yeah.
ZX is. And then somebody told me Cookie Monster isn't even on here anymore. So we don't know what's
Mm,
gonna happen in a few. And I'm
yeah,
not wishing anything bad on him. He runs a decent show.
yeah.
But I'm just saying that the beef sector can be fickle. And what I have noticed is that if the beef sector has their own stuff going on, child, we over here.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean? We trying to figure
That's
out what's
true.
going on in our own backyard. And
That's
then we
true.
go over there when it's quiet or in the
Right.
middle of the night when nobody else is on.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And maybe that's what the deal is, just somewhere to hang out when it's slow over here, because there are some lags over here. That's why I'll just go to my other channel and start doing videos, or go start listening in another sector. Or if it ain't nothing going on, it ain't nothing going on. And so if you have somewhere that you could go, like you said, especially in the middle of the night, if you up in the middle of the night, and then he having it's just pretty cool over there, then maybe that's what the deal is. I just didn't understand what the argument was about. It's cool if you want somewhere to hang out. That's fine. But what is the argument about? That was my issue. So yeah.
Well, yeah,
But
it was, I mean, I'm glad they got it off their chest. But yeah, it was, in my opinion, it was a time to self-reflect.
mhm,
And
mhm,
and that's just how it is. And times have time and times have changed, but they still stay the same, just like in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, if people have learned from others' mistakes, I think that they should be applauded, not,
Yeah. Yeah.
not put on, put on the radar because they're doing something wrong. No, I mean, and I dropped down and I was like, what the fuck I look like losing my livelihood over y'all bullshit. I bet I won't.
No.
Uh-uh.
Mm-mm.
Uh-uh. I don't have time. I learned from you guys. So y'all not happy about that? Like
No.
you should be
Oh,
celebrating that. Like, okay, because I mean you guys made some mistakes and it's
right.
not fun. And I just think it's an
Mhm.
egregious act. And I don't agree with it on any level. Anybody who did it. I just don't agree with it for whatever reason. And so I think it was one of those things where it's like you're not seeing the forest for the trees. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it is
Yeah.
what it is.
It's, some people are too invested in general. Like Hershey, who are you talking to me or somebody else in the chat, love? With this last comment that you made, no such thing as thing this time. It's really not more interesting. If they are too are beefing to me because I don't just watch beefing channel. Oh, oh, I'm
Which
confused.
comment are you talking about? Others, but you five biggest fan and the things you're talking about that comment? Because who's five's
Yeah,
biggest fan?
yeah. I didn't know
Oh,
who.
okay.
I didn't know
Others,
who.
but you this dialect. Okay,
I
others,
know.
but you're Fi's biggest fan and the things that she said over the years. I never heard you do commentary on it. Pick a side, pick a struggle. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means either. That's why I'm thinking, who are you talking to? Like,
And when people just like I don't know, I don't get it. But
I
yeah,
don't either.
so it was, it was but you know what? I mean, there's been a lot of things that are happening and brewing.
Mhm,
Um
mhm, mhm.
and the OGs, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, we're just middle of January. And you know what I'm saying? It seems like they are definitely ready to get the shit popping again. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah. Daughter here said, "Man, spread your wings, go where you want." Right at the end, your supporters will be there regardless. I know that's right, daughter. I do commentary in other sectors. You know what I mean? I drop down in somebody chat more than over here. You know what I mean? At one point in time, I was more so over there arguing with O'Shea and all of them, but I got a short attention span, so I'm not just gonna sit around. Just like people like the Mo 3 sector, you know what I mean. My go-to sector is the old black sector. And
Right.
like Sassy said, people just move around. There's nothing wrong with moving around.
Let's move
It's
around.
your internet. It's your internet service. You know what I mean? So, like she said, spread your wings, And I like the mukbang thing when they do the ice, because I like to eat crushed ice, and I really get a kick out of them people eating that ice over there. And I was like, dang, I'd be like, dang, I wish my teeth was good enough to just crunch. I don't see how people can just crunch through ice like that.
I used to be
My
like that
whole face is
before. I would
freezing.
tell you this a personal story. I used to be an avid ice eater. I knew all the good ice spots. Sonic was on the list on the way home. I had to get it, and then uh, I had to get my appendix removed, and I guess it changed my iron levels. And
Hmm.
from that moment on, I never ate ice again. But I was
Hmm.
obsessed. Like if I came home and forgot my ice or hadn't bought a
Hmm.
bag of ice, or I mean, I would have to leave back out and get it. I mean, like it was an
Yeah,
issue. You know what I mean?
it's right,
I
right.
laugh about that now because like now I'm not, it was a crack addiction. Like so I don't even think about ice. You know what I'm saying? I don't even
Yeah,
think about ice, but I laugh because I mean for a long time, years and years, like
yeah,
I would have to have my ice. But
yeah.
Levon says, do you ladies feel like the beef sector is alive and well? What do you think, Miss Olivia?
I mean, I think it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like you said, things change. I don't think that it is exciting, as it was. There was always something going on, and for me, when I first came over here, the beefs weren't. They were authentic. They weren't narratives, and now, there are a lot. It's a lot of narrative spinning, and I can't hardly tell sometimes if it's real or not, or if it's fake, just a narrative. But I mean, we still here. We're talking in the beef
I
sector with no
find that
money.
I find that a laughable comment. I really do, a
Mhm.
laughable question, and she's saying that, and I don't mean for Levon specifically, but even for
Mhm.
anyone else to hold a panel on this. Last
Mhm.
year, that was just 15 days ago. That was just 15 days ago. 2023 in the beef sector was it was phenomenal.
Mm.
So it's like crack. That's why I say I'm a crackhead, because I'm a little bit better than y'all. Okay. Because some of y'all, at least I can still go to work and shit. I'm a functioning crackhead. Some of y'all, you just smoked the pipe and now you looking for another rock. It took
That's
me
true.
6 fucking hours to do a recap of 2023. Everybody who
Yeah.
knows me knows that I do not stay on live for 6 fucking hours. 4 of those hours was by my motherfucking self. Okay. That's how much shit I had to talk about. And it was not a dull moment in the fucking 6 hours. Do you hear me? And these motherfuckers are talking about, is the beef sector alive? Y'all are on fucking crack and you live in the trap house, bitch. Get outside with your crack.
He said they want all beef all the time. They want all beef all the time.
All the time. Bitch, where's the bitch? Where's the bitch? It's here. Calm down. Calm down, bitch. We just had some beef, bitch. God, can we recuperate from the last high?
Oh, thank you. That's what I've been saying. So I mean, it can't be now. If it was something going on, okay, like when I first came over here, it was literally something going. You would have to start in the morning and literally listen all day and all night long if you're doing commentary or you beefing with somebody because it was something going on 24 hours a day.
Baby.
And so I kind of got you get your spurts now and then over here you get they give it to you in doses, right? I'm good with doses, because oh Lord, it was just like a lot. I just could not when I first came over here. Now I was on the crack a lot. Maybe I'm a recovering addict from the beef because I don't even beef no more. But when I first came over, I was like, wow, all of this is going
You
on. Well,
you you
let me jump
you
right
smoke
in.
you smoke primos now. You know what I mean?
Oh, that
Okay,
was
on the weekend. Yeah,
that.
you're not full on, but you sprinkle a little crack in your weed every now and then. So there's different levels of these, you know what I'm saying, are of these crackheads, you know what I mean?
Right.
Me, I'm a functioning crackhead, you know what I'm saying? But I wake up in the middle of the night looking for rocks, you know what I'm saying? I sometimes I'm supposed to be working, you know what I mean? And I'm outside looking for rocks on the street, and I pick up a real rock and not a crack rock, and I'm like, fuck, this is a
Uh-oh.
rock, not a crack rock. So, but it's quite laughable to me because
Mm.
the entire 2023, I couldn't work in peace. I couldn't travel in peace. I'm on the airplane paying for Wi-Fi so I don't miss shit. So I'm like, are y'all like, so a day or of you remember there was several times in 2023 where one big story did not get all the attention that it deserved because another big story came right behind it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, Hershey said they were talking to you, Sassy.
that's ignorant. Hershey is an ignorant fuck. What does that
Uh-oh.
mean? I'm Fi's biggest fan. What the fuck are you talking about? Hershey makes up shit out of her dumb ass. Come on as your real self. I don't even address Hershey. I only say something because you do, because Hershey's a fucking idiot.
Oh Lord.
I mean, she is. He or she is. It's just making they lie roast. That I have no time for that. Come
Now,
with some
you
facts,
know
and
what? That's a
I'll
new.
address
I've heard that. You know what? That is something else that I don't like either. I don't. Well, I'm gonna say I don't understand it. Why lie roast? Like why would you lie? Like you post if you're reading or roasting or either gagging somebody, the key is to hit them with the truth. Do you see what I'm saying? Why lie roast? That's so lame to me. I'm like, huh?
it's the lamest ever, and it's just that they don't have anything better to say, and they're looking for attention, and they're trying to derail the conversation and the commentary. Some of these people, I refuse to block them, but they definitely are on ignore, because
Yeah.
it's
Hey,
just,
food
I'm not
junkie.
going to continuously address ignorant shit like that. We're
I
not even
feel you.
talking about that. You know what I mean? It's just silly.
I feel you. Hey,
Uh,
Food junkie said, Hey Olivia, the new imaginary beef sector is definitely vegan. But what does these folks expect after 6 years of arguing?
That's
I
a good
feel you
point.
on that. Yeah, that's a good point. Absolutely.
But I don't, I mean, but that's old school and I appreciate that. But I mean, so I've been here 4 years. Y'all know me 4 years. Dropped down, well, her Wally probably 2019, 2018, 2019. So I kind of knew y'all, but I didn't know y'all. And then when I started dropping down was 1920. Um, I don't know. I mean, it seems the same to me, except for the
Mm.
characters have changed. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? The
yeah, yeah,
characters have just changed,
yeah,
but and then
yeah.
and maybe and yeah, maybe it's a little less vicious at times, but then you I can say that and I
Yeah.
don't want to jinx anybody, then it's very vicious, or
Mm-hmm.
vulgar. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it
Yeah, it
just
used to be really, really vicious around here. When I first popped in over here, it was vicious
mhm.
around here. So I had my dragon out. She was out of her cave every day. When I came over here for the first couple of years, but as of late, honey, she can stay in her cave and sleep. I don't even have to bring her out anymore.
I
But at
remember
one point in time, I had to bring her out.
I remember when I first met you and you didn't know who I was, you were in that stage,
Oh
and I
yeah.
was like, who is this lady calling herself an oracle? Like, what's going on here? And I said it on iBabe, and then the next thing I know, you had blocked me. You was like, and I was thinking to myself, maybe she is an oracle because she didn't say a word, she just blocked the bitch. Okay, that's an oracle like shit.
No, I didn't. Oh shoot, the phone. Why does this phone? Sassy, can you talk for a minute so I can? I can't
We
hear
can,
you. If you can hear me, just give me 1 second, please.
okay,
And I'm gonna tell
okay,
you about that Oracle comment.
okay.
Let me see. How do
Y'all, Miss
I?
Olivia said,
Oh
baby.
Lord.
You remember, Tia?
Let's see.
I baby had set my ass up. Ask I was new to y'all. She was asking me about every single person in the sector. I remember that like it was
Oh
yesterday.
shoot! I gotta go to there.
Yeah, listen to Miss Olivia.
Um, let me see.
Long as she don't say nothing
64.
personal, I'm gonna let her
Let me
talk. Yeah, in the
check.
background. Who drags a lot of people, Natasha? Piece is scary. Pizarro's scary and watering down the beef sector. Max Boogie ate her alive. Whew, that Max drag was something else. Oh, I love that baby Pizarro name. Sassy, you were the one that dragged Tracy.
Sassy.
I didn't drag Tracy. You're lying, baby Pizarro. Me and Trish did a skit, and I think either I was Tracy or Rico, and she was the other person. Stop lying, baby Pizarro. But I remember, you remember that? That was funny. I was too new to know that that would have got me in trouble, but Teresa didn't hear it, so I'm okay. 4 years later, I'm okay.
But yeah, yeah, back then, honey, it was on and popping. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was. I mean, listen, it's like old people. I get it now. It's like old people saying, "Oh, back in my day,"
Right.
and the new people are, and the kids are like, "Everything seems to be fine to me." So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
it's just one of those things, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so we'll
Yeah.
see, honey. We will see what 2024 has in store. I'm gonna try to dodge these motherfucking bullets, honey, and stay in my lane.
Yeah, you know me, I be in my lane. I just do my commentary. Sometimes people don't like it, but it is what it is. It's just it's my commentary, child.
That's all. We just talking about what they've
Yeah.
done, which I've never understood either. Like, I'm just talking about what y'all done. I ain't doing,
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Yeah,
anything.
everybody got a right to an opinion, but sometimes people really even get in their feelings about your opinion, and that's interesting. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I love your walls. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
those.
my walls kind of, I don't know why I don't even know. I don't even understand why the walls touch people's feelings, because I'm literally just recapping or sometimes I need even recapping. I'm just saying, y'all, I heard such and such was going on over here. Y'all get over there if that's where y'all want to go. But
Right.
it's so so that's a very interesting point too. Like, so the B sector back in the day was super duper vicious. But then
Hmm.
now 2023, 2024, you're
Hmm.
upset about a recap. That's kind of
Right.
interesting.
Basic
So
stuff.
that's why I said that I couldn't understand the hypocrisy of it all. I was not understanding the hypocrisy, because in
Mm.
my opinion, like, and then somebody, I think Cruiser and a couple other people said, shit, she's giving you guys views. She's literally telling people where to go.
Well,
Like
I
she's
was
not.
going to say, yeah, I was going to say your wall. I didn't mean to interrupt, but your wall is like a roadmap to me, so I'm checking it first so I can know where to go. You know what I mean? Because I don't like the 3 and 4 and 5 hour lives. You know what I mean? I don't have time. So I'll be like, well, let me go over and check Sassy's wall to see what's going on, and it'll give me a
Mhm.
roadmap, child. So I appreciate the roadmap. I do.
I'm trying to take one for the team. You know, I really am. I feel like it was, I do. I felt like it was necessary. I have a knack in, like, again, I have a knack in knowing where the tea is without even actually seeing it, or I can listen to 10 or 15 minutes. It's kind of like what I do in real life. So I just have a knack at it, right? Doesn't mean that I just
Hmm.
sat there and watched this 4 hour live and that 5 hour live. And
Yeah,
I
I
didn't,
know. Hmm.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But for the other people who may not understand, because they say, oh my God, how do you see everything? I don't. I just have a knack for coming in, assessing the situation, and leaving out, you know? And that's just what it is. Levon says, do I consider myself a troll, or do you consider the behavior? What about you, Levon? Do you consider yourself a troll? Because you're a bone carrier. You like to jab at people. What do you consider yourself? I always thought you as a real person with a real mind and thoughts, and you're messy. So I don't know. I could put that question. I hate to answer a question with a question, but in that sense, what do you consider yourself? Because you don't even talk. At least I
Mm.
talk. I click links. I give my unbiased opinion. You guys have seen my face. You guys know a little bit about my life. I don't know. What do you consider yourself?
Good question. Good.
Hmm.
Jill said, "I miss SLTV because I be missing." Yeah, me too. I liked those like SLTV. I like those channels. You know, I guess she done got busy though, so that's why I like Sassy's Community Wall. You know,
But
and
you
some
know,
of them.
people don't support us financially. Sometimes people don't even want to support us with the click and a view.
That's
Sometimes
true.
people, and I know that the CCs that are making money off of my wall don't even give me credit.
Mm.
So I'm gonna tell
Mm.
you, SLTV, you know, she did the justice for the beef sector. But if you guys don't want to give her $5, was like, girl,
Mm.
thank you so much. And she's doing editing and, you know, and
Yes.
sound effects and graphics. I'm not doing none of that shit. Okay, I
Yes.
ain't doing it. But sh- but
Yes.
but the support is not there. And yes, you know, financial support is needed. Who wants to get up
Yes.
every day and do something for free? So
Yes.
you know, I
Absolutely.
snatch my wall in a minute. You know what I'm saying? That y'all can't give a bitch
Right.
$5. And you,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
you can't, and everybody ain't got $5. You know what I'm saying? But you can't,
That's
you're
true.
making money off of my wall. You can't even say, I got this from Sassy's wall. You want to act like you got it on your own. You didn't get this on your own. And I know you
Right.
didn't, because you're using my damn verbiage as you're talking about it.
Well, damn.
Okay.
At least, like I said, I use it as a roadmap. At least I will try to red ball through. You know what I mean? And so yeah, but I'm not using nobody's verbiage. But I get what you're saying.
You give
Yeah.
me you give me a shout out. You know what I'm saying? You support. Like
I
you
know
can,
what
you
you're
know,
saying. Yeah.
there's an authenticity in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can feel it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
Yeah.
like, they're, if they know what's up. I love you, Big
Yeah.
Man TV. Y'all send Big Man some prayers. He's in the hospital, but he's doing better.
Oh,
Y'all send, yeah, drop the fruit snacks for Big Man and send him some prayers.
I hope you feel better, Big Man TV. I didn't know that. Mm-mm. Uh-oh, baby us. They say they support CCs that can't pronounce words. I mean, you know, people love train wrecks. You know what I mean? You know, people
What did
love
you
train
say?
wrecks.
But
So
what if they aren't giving the CCs whose content it is $5, Sassy? I don't know what that means, Jill. I don't know what that means, Jills. Who aren't they giving five? Say that again. Levon says, I consider myself a subscriber. I wasn't coming for you, Sassy. I'm asking because of the things Trish was saying on James' panel. I was wondering your thoughts, and I've never seen you before. Oh, there's more than a few people that have seen several of my pictures. Again, yeah, I don't really know, Levon. I don't know. I mean, again, I don't see how you can call somebody a troll who shares a little bit of their life, who you can hear their voice. I don't know.
mhm,
Now, do I troll
mhm.
people sometimes in comments like you do in the chat? Yes. But yeah, so if you consider yourself a subscriber, I consider myself a commentator and a panelist.
I've never considered
And a
you a troll. You got a
and
whole
a
channel
master and a master fucking chatter. Okay, let's not forget.
over.
Because bitch,
Now
if
I
I
don't
do
consider you
that,
to
I can
be
make the table shake. Okay.
right. Yeah, I don't consider you to be a troll at all. I consider you to be a matter of fact person.
Hmm.
You know, a cool person. Everybody love us, Sassy, and we love when you come out when you do a show. You know what I mean? And it's not too much. You know what I mean? It's not every day, all day, 5 or 6 hours, 2 3 times a day, and that's like overkill to me. You know what I mean?
I'm just
And
coming. Yeah, it's too much for me personally. For those of for those who do it,
yeah,
kudos to them because it gives us something to watch. But it's just not my
yeah,
style, and
yeah,
I'm
just
just
not my
only
style.
being me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I
yeah.
just, I just want to be me, and
Yeah.
I'm a goofy girl. I'm a funny girl. I'm a sassy girl, and so that's what I want to portray. I'm not mean. I'm not vile. I'm not vulgar.
No,
So
you're not. Mm-mm.
I tend to ignore those who are,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just that
Mm-hmm.
on that. But all that other, I mean, I think people pretty much know who I am. I'm a master troller, excuse me, master chatter, a super panelist, and I do commentary from time to time. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what box, you know what I mean. But as far as them, I mean, listen, for me to speak on Trish, she's a clown. We're just two totally different people. So if she, to say that trolls are ruining the sector, I thought that what she said, what she's doing is trolling. So I mean, Levon, I would be asking Trish that question because what she does and how she behaves is beyond the pale for me. I don't even
Mm-hmm.
understand it.
I think this mental illness, but we have a
Oh, definitely.
self-proclaimed troll, that's actually not a troll, but it claims to be a troll. But but okay,
Hey, Miss
so
Dovey. Did I make Tracy have a camera slip? No, no, baby Pazar. No. What? How can one make someone have? How does that happen? But no, that was not me. I was never on a panel with Tracy when she had a camera slip ever.
yeah.
But yeah,
Thank
but I
you, Biggie Face. I appreciate that. Child, what do you ladies think about link hitters who change? Oh, I hate that. That's a pet peeve of mine. Because I have been in the clouds in some chats sometime, and it's a good conversation. And then you'll have a drunk somebody or whatever, or a narcissistic somebody, or somebody that's got some kind of personal issue they wanted out to be up. Come and totally change the subject, that's totally changed the
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 narrative,
the
the
narrative,
trajectory, everything.
the
Yeah.
trajectory. That's the word I was looking for. The
Hmm.
trajectory of the live, and that really bothers me. But that happens a lot. You know what I mean? That's what I
You
think about
know,
it, lady.
you
Yeah, it's
know,
kind of like a pet peeve.
Yeah, it's a pet peeve of sorts, especially, the only person that I publicly talk about this is because I know that she understands where I'm coming from is Ness, right?
Mm,
So, I tell Ness all the time, I'm writing in the chat, I'll put it on my wall, like get back to the commentary because wherever she was going, I liked where it was headed. But
mm,
what I've come to
mm,
single day, right?
mm,
And then for
mm,
Ness's situation, she's working and then coming home to her part-time job, which is YouTube. And I'm sure she's tired. She has to cook dinner. She got to, deal with her cat and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
mm,
And so
mm,
I think that sometimes well, this is my thought process after seeing it like through Ness's eyes, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I think they welcome it because then they can go and do what they need to do. I don't know if that's factual, but that's what I have to think about it because it's like, okay, I've talked for 45 minutes. Me and talking for an hour by yourself, that's a
mm,
lot. I mean, when I
mm,
do presentations, it's like damn 9 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So it's a
mm,
lot to talk by yourself for an hour and then to do it
mm,
every single day. So I'm under the impression now that they're
mm.
like, good, somebody hit my panel because there's no way that I would be dropping the link mid sentence on some good commentary
Oh
if
yeah,
I
absolutely. I
didn't welcome that type of interruption. You know what I mean?
Right, right. That's true. You make a good point, but um, every once in a while, well, a lot of the times, shoot, I forget to drop the chat. You know what I mean? So I don't mind talking for an hour. I can do it longer, but as far as without dropping a link. Why? You know what I mean? So I try to come on when I do come on. I try to come on and I try to give to my subscribers. And but a lot of sometimes there's just really nothing to talk about, and some of the things that I do want to talk about, some people might not be interested in it, and I used to do that, but I don't even bother now. I'm getting lazier and lazier, and there's nothing on the sector or anybody but me, And then I had spent a lot of the time, but I am working on my other channel though, So,
Mhm.
but it just is what it is, child. And then
It's a lot.
sometimes I spend a week or two in a whole other sector, and I'll be like, oh my god, let me get back over here to my people,
Right.
because I do have subscribers.
Right. Be like, shoots, I gotta come on this. Yeah, child, you know me once a month. If that, I'll be like, child, I don't have nothing to talk about every day. I'm just vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
just listening
yeah.
and that's
Yeah,
just
but
yeah.
I don't mind being a subscriber. You know what I mean? I don't always have to be in content creator mode. You know what I mean? That's not my thing. Do you
Oh,
feel
I
do you-
love that point because I don't think I've ever said it as like succinct. Yeah, sometimes I just
Mhm,
like being in subscriber mode. Like
mhm,
I'm not in commentary. I don't even call myself a CC. I'm not in commentary mode. That's it. That's
right?
period.
Yeah, no, not at
Ain't
all.
nobody gonna change that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't
Mm-mm,
running shit over here. That's I'm just a
yeah, I've
subscriber.
always been that way. That's why I be other places.
Hmm.
I count myself in have you ever heard of the It's a section where I found it a couple of times, but I ain't been back in a while. I'm about to find it again. They smoke cigars and read books. I don't know if it was the
No.
ASMR channel, but it's a sector. It's this lady. She smokes cigars and she read books. I think it is ASMR. It's an ASMR channel, and I watched her channel a couple of times, and I haven't seen it go down my timeline anymore. But I
Hmm.
really enjoyed that lady's channel, and and for me, I didn't necessarily have to be interested in the book or even the cigar. It was just the two together. I was really into that. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Hmm.
And I sit up and listen to the whole live. Okay, Sassy.
I do that some occasionally. And then, like
Mm-hmm.
you said, because it just that particular live caught my attention. But what I will
Mm-hmm.
say is that I cannot find another sector that keeps or holds my interest like the beef sector. Now that is hands down. Like it
I mean, you
just
know why? Because it's us. You know what I mean? It's us melanated people. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
But
you
there's other
know,
melanated people sectors, and they're not doing it
and
like
it's
the beef
true.
sector. You know what I mean? And
It's
so
true.
when
Yeah.
people talk down about the beef sector, I'm like, you guys are drawing people to you, not the other way around. So the beef sector, in my opinion, is not dying. It's just maybe evolving and or changing a bit. But I've tried a lot of, I've tried to get into the other sectors situations. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
mean the Mo3 or black. I mean outside of those. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Women
Mm-hmm.
empowerment, divestment, this,
Mm-hmm.
that, and the other, the people that go
Mm-hmm.
against the black conscious, all of that, and on and
Mm-hmm.
on. You know what I'm saying? There's other sectors out there, the political sector, the church sector, there's black political sectors, there's black church sectors. They
Mm-hmm.
fight, they argue, they act a fool,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't, yes, honey, but it doesn't keep my interest.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's why I move around. There's nothing wrong with moving around. I think some people isolate themselves. They put themselves in a box when you only like say you only do beef sector, right? And sometimes it's a lag around here. You got to take it where you can get it, or whatever, whatever. And I mean, it's the coolest sector, or whatever. That's why I came over from the entertainment sector, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
so like I really like the back and forth. Like it really used to be it was much more for me it was much more entertaining back in the day, but like
Mm-hmm.
I said, every once in a while, hey, it'd be something popping off and I might coming on doing commentary then, but when there's nothing going on, of course I'm checking every day, but if it ain't nothing catching my eye, it's just not catching my eye.
What
But it
did you
used to be uh
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. I was gonna say, did you get into the lesbian love affair? Sorry, the lesbian love affair and the bins and intrinsic and watermelon sugar. Did you get into
hmm
that? Oh
I
yeah,
did
you
a video
did.
on
You
it.
did. You did. You did. You did. Yep. I
Uh-huh.
remember.
Now
Yeah.
that caught my eye, and I had a whole lot of questions. I think that was my last live or the one before that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
I forgot.
I had a whole lot of questions about that, honey. I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that you reminded me that because I remember a few years ago when they followed Benz over here to tell us, i.e. Vegas girl. It's
Mm.
very interesting. I would love for somebody to explain to me, how do they follow them to another sector? Are they sharing the people's lives, or like how do they find you? You know what I mean? Like Brooke. How did the twins find Brooke over here?
I don't
And
know how they do that.
I don't know. I would love to know that. Like, I'm assuming the only way they can is people are sharing the lives. But why would you share the lives when you know you just got kicked out of another sector?
Why you
Like
trying to be incognito or something?
incognito. Yeah. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, that's so weird. But honey, I remember when they followed her. And so then I went over to all the trees or whatever her name was. And because that's the kind of nosy I am. Once you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay, let me see. This you know what I'm saying, this T sector, oh Lord, here come LG, are you sober?
Oh yeah, I can't. I can't.
Oh, because we're not trying to get off on no hour-long thing about Brooke.
We sure
Okay.
not.
Uh-uh, girl.
Oh,
But
oh no, we just referencing the situation. LG, it's no need. It's fine. But thank you, because we've been on it for 2 hours already. So yeah,
yes, she about to go, baby.
yeah.
It's
We
okay.
were just referencing. We were just referencing that situation.
Yeah, just giving a synopsis, like how I wonder how. You can type it, baby, because she said, well, I
Yeah,
did
you
bring
can.
it up, but that's not, but yeah, you don't have to be reactionary towards that because it wasn't in a negative way. It wasn't in a
Yeah,
negative
no,
way.
no.
Lord
It's
have
just a reference.
Lord have mercy, honey. It's MLK. Come on now. I mean, we didn't find Brooke. Okay. Okay. So that just means that you were already over here. Got it. Thank you for that correction. It appeared that you guys and a lot of other people followed Brooke over here and spilled her tea whenever you could. And it's been 3 years in the making. Like y'all wouldn't, it's not stopping with that. Twins had an interview with Rita Sassy. Thank you, Adrian. But she says no, honey. She said they didn't follow her over here. But anyway, you try. But yeah, I would love to, theoretically, not, figuratively speaking, that's very interesting to me when they find people over here. And
Yeah.
then, they don't let up. So whatever these people did, honey, it'd be years. They'd be like, and remember when I'll be like, damn, so that's the most fat, I'll be like,
I
damn.
tried to warn y'all. We tried to warn y'all years ago, and all
Right, right. And I'll be like, I remember. I'll be in the chat. I remember. Nobody cared back then. Tell it again. And girl,
Right, right. You know what I mean? So now it's coming full circle. You can bring it up now, but
right.
at the
Because
time we didn't give a damn.
we did not give a damn, honey. We did not. Well,
Mm-mm.
and I'm not gonna say we didn't give a damn. It wasn't contextual. You know what I
I
mean? Like
didn't give a damn.
I gave a damn because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I mean, I remember the day that they bum rushed Brooke on SK's panel. I remember Vegas girls people coming into SK's channel and tagging me, and I was like, "How y'all know me? What you tagging me for?" This is like
Girl,
years ago, and and I baby, and that's when I found out that it was a slow sector, and I said, "Well, I'll be damned."
a
It's a
social.
whole yeah, I call them slow. Some people say autistic. Some people say I don't because I don't
Oh, I
know
didn't
what
know
they're.
that.
Oh, girl, it's a whole sector, honey, and they be fighting and feuding and doxing and
Oh,
carrying on and reading emails and that's where Vegas comes from. Vegas girl comes from the slow sector, and I was
oh wow.
fascinated with the slow sector for like 2 weeks, and
Oh
then
wow.
poof, it went gone, and I couldn't
Mm.
probably find them if I tried now, but I mean, it was people in wheelchairs, people
Ooh,
disabilities all over the board, like
mm,
from deaf to blind
ooh,
to homebound, speech
ooh,
impediments, like whatever under that umbrella. Yeah, calling
ooh,
the FBI.
wow.
Yeah, and I thought, well, isn't this good? Like they got a place to express themselves as well.
Somebody for everybody, I get. I mean, your vibe attracts your tribe, or your disability attracts your tribe. I don't know, but I didn't know that, Sassy. See, I just learned something new today.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I had no idea. Wow, that's interesting.
Baby, they were relentless. I mean, they were relentless. They did not give up. And like I said, much like don't leave, Adrian, much like the Benzone situation, like they are relentless. They like, oh, you ain't gonna come over here lying to these people or whatever they think she's doing. and they, spilling tea. So I thought that was a good one, and I thought it was juicy, and I thought it was very interesting. And then that
Mm-hmm.
brings us full circle, and I'll let you go. Is that we're talking about VS in the Mo 3 sector, but this yeah, that's why I said below the health. I said some people say autistic, meaning on the spectrum. Me, I say slow, but I know that that's a back in the day word. But as to not offend, I've already given this story about my uncle. Anyway, that's just what I call it. So, but bringing it full circle, why would women still be giving Ben's nudes after hearing this? You know what I'm saying? Why would
Right.
women still be in the background with her? Why would they, be still
Yep.
canoodling? Why is Intrinsic's
Mm-hmm.
ex-girlfriend trying to, or ex-fiance trying to date Ben's? And if that's true, and all, so it's like it's just this whole like bubble that they live in that causes
Mm-hmm.
them, like I said, their crack addiction is worse than ours. That's the difference, you know what I mean? And
Yep.
it causes them to spill their tea, it causes
Yeah.
them to need affection and attention, and
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? It's very
Well, that's
interesting.
why that's what I said about the whole VS and whoever talks to her situation. Why do you why do you tell your whole life story to this person? And like you said, they do business the same way. When you know they're going to use this is going to turn into a weapon. They're going to weaponize what it is that you said to them in confidence. So why do you do that? So, but yeah, it's what it is, I guess, child.
It just is what it is, and it's unexplainable. And I don't think that any of those people are able to explain right to
Mm-hmm.
us who are
Mm-hmm.
curious as to why they do those things repeatedly. I think it's just in their
Mm-hmm.
DNA, and that's just who they are. You know what I mean?
It
And
is.
so well, all right, girl. Well, happy MLK Day.
Well,
I am.
thank you.
Thank you. I'm about to chill. I'm gonna try to find something on Netflix, but my crack houses are constantly calling me, telling me to get back to the trap. They got some good shit today. You know what I mean? You can't.
Yeah. I know, right? I gotta go. I gotta do a video on my other channel. Child, I might do it today, I might not, but I be trying to make my beginning of the week video, child. At least I figure out. At least I can get one.
Do
Do
you
one
share your
video.
other channel?
Yeah, I put it on my community wall. It's a Southern, Mr. Southern Discomfort.
Oh, that's a cute
And
name. Okay.
I don't do lives on that channel. I just drop a video on there about pretty much about entertainment news, true crime, this sort of thing.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right. Well,
Mm-hmm,
I'll definitely
mm-hmm,
subscribe. I'm not too so into true crime, but
mm-hmm,
I will
mm-hmm.
definitely subscribe and check it out for you. Okay,
Okay,
well,
sis.
make sure you put it on your
Okay.
wall. Yeah, today
Mm-hmm.
if you're live, so I can subscribe. All right,
Okay.
honey. Well, check out my wall. Thanks for shouting it out. I'm gonna try to chill today, but who knows? Like I said, in an hour, I'll have a break loose. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right. But thanks for co-hosting with me today, Sassy girl. I always appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well. All right, bye, chat. Everybody that I like, fuck you, other bitches. Okay, smooches.
Oh, have a good one.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Yes, Levine, I am absolutely snowed in. Yes, I am, child. Yes, I am. I'm absolutely snowed in. That's why I was up so early this morning on the live. As a matter of fact, because I can't get out because I refuse to drive in the snow. And it's still snowing right now. It actually started snowing around, I think, midnight. I think that's what the news said. Of course, I was asleep, but it's still coming down, child. It's coming down. So I don't drive in the snow. I don't care. I refuse. It's one thing I don't do. Like I was saying on my live earlier, I had a wreck in the snow when I was younger, and I haven't done it since then. Like I banged my car up really, really, really good trying to drive in the snow. Yeah, I woke up to snow too, daughter. Here, yeah, absolutely. Uh huh. They said, but on the news they said it started snowing here around midnight. Of course, I was asleep, but I definitely woke up to it this morning. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be black ice in the morning, so that means I won't be getting out tomorrow either. Y'all don't know what kind of lives y'all could get on here. Cause I got time, child. I got time. Oh, child. I was trying to figure out what in the world I was gonna have for dinner today. Oh, I'm gonna make me some white chili today. I'm so glad I said that. Oh my goodness. Y'all be careful and stay in the house if you can. I know that's right, Sassy. Same to you, baby. I know that's right. Driving on snow or ice. Yeah, yes, not. It's not. Definitely not for me, Lavon. I refuse. I'm afraid. Just let me say that I'm scared to death. I don't care how much salt they put on the road. I don't care if you put on snow tires with chains on them, child. Not me. That's not gonna happen. Nope. Mm-mm. I did, however, go to the grocery store this weekend as well as my others. I do that every weekend, but I got some extra stuff because they've been calling for snow since the end of last week. They told us ahead of time that it was coming, so I went and got all the extra supplies that I needed and stuff like that. And what I don't get, the Mister can get it on his way home from work. So, but yeah, yeah. Oh, the white chili, Levon, it's just made instead of the you still do your kidney beans, but I don't instead of using the pinto beans as well, I just use the great northern beans. And that's why I call it white chili. Mhm. Instead of the pintos, I use the great northern and the kidney. That's the only difference. Everything else is the same. Mhm. Sometimes I do turkey meat instead of hamburger meat. I don't have any turkey meat here today, so I'm just gonna use the hamburger meat. But I got my yeah, Lady Tia. It's just the Great Northern beans, which is the white beans instead of the pinto beans. So I call it white chili. Other people call it white chili too. Mm. Thank you, Blow the Health. I thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, the navy beans. Some people call them navy beans, right? I call them Great Northerns. Great Northerns, Navy, the white beans. Yeah, and turkey instead of beef. Yeah, that is white chili. That's right, Jill. But I don't have any turkey. But I'm just gonna have to use beef today. But I'm still gonna use the Great Northerns or the Navy, the white beans. Oh, no problem. Out of smoke. But now, True White, Sassy said, "Oh, I use chicken. Oh, okay, chicken and Great Northern beans. Uh huh. And hatch chilies. Oh, that's a good idea. Sassy. I never thought of using chicken. That's a good idea. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like, I just don't have no turkey this time. Usually, I'm using the Great Northerns and the turkey. I don't have no turkey though, so I got beef. So we're gonna do beef today. I didn't even think about it to just then. I was thinking about what I want to cook today. I think today is a great day for a big pot of chili. hmm Big pot of chili, uh, cornbread, things of that nature. Do you think we'll ever get back to being a receipt based sector, Miss Olivia? I don't know, Levon. We were talking about earlier when they live roast and all of this and all of that. I don't know. And then hey Kim, how you doing? And that live roasted coupled with the narratives, the spinning and the it was something else I was wanting to mention along those scammy lines. Live roasting, narrative spinning, and and how they can make fake receipts and stuff like that. So I don't know if we'll ever get back to that, Levon. I don't know. You know, you call them Great Northern too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what we call them, Lady Chill. That's what I call them anyway. You know, hmm the Great Northerns, honey. Some people do call them that. I've heard them be called Navy beans too as well. Thank you, Kim. Hatch chilies. Child, I'm going to sit next to Jill. I feel so. You're a mess out of smoke. Dollar here said, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with corned beef. Oh, and cabbage tonight, or oxtails or spaghetti. Those are all great ideas, daughter. Especially those oxtails, child. Oh, but that corned beef and cabbage sound good too. The spaghetti sound good too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The only thing I got on hand though, I don't have any corned beef. I got some cabbage. I don't have no oxtails at all, but I got the fixes for spaghetti. And so yeah, but I'm doing those that white chili tonight though. It's a great day for it. hmm I'm not even going. It's too late for me to put it in a crock pot, so I'm gonna have to fix it on the stove. If I'd have thought about it, I'd have put it on the crock pot. I'd have done it in a crock pot early this morning, but I didn't even think about it just then. So I'm just gonna fix it on the stove. Think I don't want to cook today, but I guess I gotta find. Yeah, yeah, cabbage and kale. That sounds good, Levon. Mhm. Mhm. But that's what I'm cooking for dinner today, y'all. It's a good time. Good. Big old pot of chili. It's the right day for it. You know what I mean? And so yeah, pick some cornbread and everything. So yeah, misleading folks are asking why you call yourself the Oracle. Oh, I've never. I've said it one time, Lady Tia. Do you remember? Don't say it. I don't see some people. I let people. Some people think I call myself an Oracle because of the definition of the Oracle, but that's actually not why I call myself the Oracle. I don't think I'm an Oracle. It's per the definition. That's not what I mean by that. So yeah, and so yeah. I'm not a seer or a tarot reader or anything like that. That's actually not why I call myself the Oracle. Actually, a lot of people think it is, but it's not at all. Mm-mm. But I've I've told the story before. Lady T been around for a while. She might remember it, but yeah. But nope, I'm not a seer or anything. I don't see in the future, in the past, and I can't foretell the future and all of this and all of that. Nope, that ain't what I mean by that. Kid goes into smoothies for me. Yeah. When CC's admit to be liars, child, that's enough for me. Right. To not believe her. And then they'll say they'll call themselves admitted liars, and then they'll get upset because you assuming they lying, but you said you a self-professed liar. What else are we supposed to think? You the one said you was a liar out of your own mouth, and now you getting mad because we say you lying. You the one said it first. Make it make sense. Last question, Miss Olivia. Do you think people who address one person and avoid others lose credibility? No, I don't think so because some people you want to turn invisible. Everybody ain't worth the bother. Not for me personally. Because there are several people I just choose to turn invisible. It ain't worth my time. Like I said, I don't beef no more. Mm-mm. Daughter says, I can read tarot and oracle cards. Oh wow. But I only use them for myself. I don't dabble in other people' energy. It can backfire, daughter here. Yeah. You're right about that. Mhm. Mhm. Sassy said, child that part. Yeah, some people I just turn oh, no problem, Levon. Yeah, some people I just turn invisible. It ain't even worth my time, child. Like I said, I don't beef no more, child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So I thought that. But that's amazing, daughter. Yeah, to be able to read the tarot cards and those oracle cards. Yeah. I bet a lot of people think I call myself the oracle just for that reason right there, what you stated. But nope, that's not why. Oh, dang. Well, let me get off here, y'all. We've been on here. I have enjoyed y'all. Oh, my goodness. We've been on here for almost 2.5 hours. That is awesome for somebody like me. Sassy, thank you so much for being my co host today, child. I really appreciate you. Y'all, I hope y'all got hit the one if y'all like this live because I really enjoyed coming on this early. I haven't done it in so long, you know. But like I said, honey, I'm in here by this. I'm shut in by the snow, child. Mm-mm. I don't play like that. Mm-mm. Oh, Sassy, thanks for coming up. Thanks, Tanya. Thanks, Natasha. Thank you, Regina. Yeah, I enjoyed the live too. Yeah, I enjoyed it today. It is awesome. But I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna try to soak these beans for a little while and get my chili on the way. I wish I did have some turkey though. But I don't have time to call, and it'll be later on today if I got my turkey. So I'm using beef, child. I'm gonna let y'all know how my white chili go though. Thank you, Dara. Dara said I enjoyed this chat. Just a calm energy over here. Thank you so much, no beefing. Able to get a good conversation. Thank you, Dara. That means a lot. Thank you, Bushi Auntie. Enjoyed your live with Sassy. Yeah, Sassy cool. Mm-hmm. And all right, Olivia, liars. Yeah, play runners and desperate for cash. Yeah, you got that right, bloated heifer. I don't try to do all that. That's ridiculous. Child. Child. Thank you, Jill's Comfort. Bougie LOL. Did I tell y'all about my your one? You got a onesie, Sassy. Y'all remember when they used to? I don't know if they sell them no more. Getting getting back in bed at 11. I heard that right, Lady Till. I heard that. I don't really have a lot to do today except for cook because I get all my chores and stuff mostly done on the weekend. But I'm glad I went on and followed my mind and went shopping, though. I tell you that. Grocery shopping, I mean, I got 3-1. You got 3-1. You got three of loves onesies. Three. Look. She said I got three. You love them. You a mess, Sassy. You love your onesie? That's all right. I got a Christmas onesie. Y'all remember wow, times goes by when times goes by when you're enjoying the live. I enjoyed the live today. Bougie LL, yup, I love them. I got a Christmas onesie. Cause you know how we the Christmas time we do different pajamas and stuff. And last Christmas, we did the onesie. So I've got a Christmas onesie. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. The thing that I like the wear around the house is I've got a big old those plushy not onesies but plushy hoodies. I got this pink plushy hoodie with ears on top of it. My sister bought it for me, and I love to wear it around the house because it's pink, honey. I can't wear it outside, but I mean I can't go nowhere in it. But I wear it around the house with some black leggings. It's so nice. I love that hoodie. It's so cozy and warm. Mm-mm. Just so she can't do the ones that feel like somebody got her tied down. It sassy onesie is definitely where it said, uh-oh, got this heat blanket. Oh, I got a heated blanket too, daughter. Oh, I love my heated blanket. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Especially at night, you cut that heat down real low. Cause I don't like, cause if I can't be real hot at night, but I love to cut the heat down real low and get under that blanket. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm. I love it. Love my heated blanket. I got mine from Fabletics, regular price 89. I got them for $20. So I know that's right. Cause you got three for less than what it would cost for one, Sassy. That's a great deal. You can't beat that. Shoot. For $20, regular price 89, you cannot beat that. Sassy said, shoot, let me go on and get three of these bad boys. I know that's right. It's sad to see black women so easily being taken advantage of, and they don't even. I know it blow the hell for right. Mm-mm. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm. But anyway, y'all, let me get my butt. You sweat too much, Natasha. Girl, just cut the heat down. That's all you gotta do. Cut that heat down and snuggle up. Shoot, you be good to go. That's why me and Sassy was talking earlier about how we be having the heat up and down, up and down, up and down. That's the reason why. hmm That is the reason why the heat be up and down, up and down, up and down. Natasha said menopause. Child, I heard that. And y'all, yeah. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. I love talking to y'all. This live was awesome. Please, please, please hit your like button on your way out the door. Share the video. You know what I mean? And if you haven't joined my channel, or if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining. Please join and hit that notifications bell so that you will be notified the next time I go live. Okay? I'm just saying. Down here saying, Sassy, yes, they are. It works for me because my ice machine be on, so I be cold. I heard that, daughter. I'm gonna go ahead and fix me up. Use that ice shaver and fix me some ice cause it is cold outside. What if I got some ice cream in that deep freezer out there? I love to eat ice cream and ice and stuff when it's real cold outside. I don't even know why. And the heat can cause my head to hurt and start sinuses. Yeah, yeah. That's why I said cut that heat down. The heat be so dry. You know what I mean? To dry your eyes out, your sinuses, and everything else. I thought about getting a heated blanket, but I prefer it a little cool. I'm telling you, bloated. Cut that heat down at night, especially when you ready to go to bed. Cut it down, so it won't blow at all. And they get under that heated blanket. Ooh, child, it's like heaven. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm. It is like heaven. But that's the way you do that, child. Yeah, we'll clog you up, Natasha. You're right about that. That heat is really, really dry. Well, this gas season is anyway. It sounds crazy to hear my username say that out loud. You a mess, blow the F up, child. I don't mind. I ain't one of them people. But anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Thank y'all for joining me. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Please come back again. I had a wonderful conversation today. Um, use a diffuser, put some essential oil in your favorite scent. You right about that bougie too. That's a good idea. Bye, Sassy. You have a great day too, Tanya. When you come from under that blanket, it do it be cold out there. You right? So I was going to say, but you got to cut that heat back up when you come from under that blanket. Peace, Bougianti. Well, anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I thoroughly enjoyed this. You know I enjoyed it if I keep talking and reading comments, right? But I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm gonna let y'all know how my chili turned out, and everything. Y'all be safe, okay? If it's snowing, where you live, please be safe if you're gonna drive, cause like I said, I don't drive in the snow. I had an accident in it. You might think New York is 24 degrees. I think it's 28 here. Yeah, it's 28. As a matter of fact, it's 28 here. You have a great day too, Blow the Heifer. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Be safe, please. Bye bye. Peace.